Don't free pass me. There he is. There he is, Lil Richard Richardson.
Yo, word of my dad when they fight this nigga getting broke up. Word of my dad,
You're trash. Devin, you trash. Devin, I had you
He can only say the same thing.
Man, B3 Pitch TV, we back again. Tap the like button, follow the channel, help the channel grow. We definitely working. Y'all probably like B3. Why you start so late? Cause I'm out here getting cake. We got to get to it. Listen, our monetization for YT for YouTube will be locked in at the end of February. God willing, inshallah, we definitely building. Out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. We here yet again. My brother Juan Claudio about to pull up on us. We're gonna celebrate. Listen, another great day to give thanks. I got to do better with my monologues. I got to get my Ness on. Shout out to Big Ness. Shout out to the Boxing Boys. I got to get my monologues going. And shout out to my brother BBO. Always doing good with the monologues, right? Now, Fundora Thurman is back March 28th. 154 is back, the littest division in the sport of boxing right now. I mean, we got a unified champion in Xander Zayas. He just took down the boss Barral this past weekend, January 31st in Puerto Rico. Shout out to the Puerto Rican sensation Xander Zayas. Then on the same day, earlier in the day, Bakram, the boogeyman of the 154 division, got dropped and beat by Josh Kelly. I mean, Josh Kelly, he boxed a great fight, a smart fight, a technically sound and savvy fight to go ahead and get that win. So, man, shout out to Josh Kelly for doing his thing. And now we have the last but not least, the final champion. He didn't get this fight out of the way last year. This is a rescheduled match. We have Sebastian Fundora versus Keith Thurman. So 154 is looking great right now. It's looking like the most prominent division with Boost Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, and others. Let me bring in Juan. Juan, let me get an audio check. How you feeling, bro?
You
Yeah, let's get to it. They just announced this, man. What you think about this fight, Sebastian Fundora, Keith Thurman, and 154 in general? What's your take on the division?
Hey, the truth is another like kind of showcase fight for Fundora. Um, don't think PBC is willing to throw him in there with Xander yet. I don't know why. I think he's a little better than Xander, but they're just not willing to throw him in there with Xander just quite yet. So I don't know. But what are my thoughts over the fight? The fight could be, a very good competitive fight, but I think, willingly or unwillingly, Sebastian might just break uh, Keith Thurman's will down because that boy throws a lot of punches, and he's from what I've seen, he's willing to, now use his range and stuff like that. So it's gonna be kind of hard to beat him now.
So you say you got him breaking down
Hmm.
uh Keith Thurman. I could definitely see that. I'm leaning with Fondor as well. What's going on, Mark? How you feeling today, bro?
Yeah, salute to how y'all doing?
What
Man,
up,
we
man? And
doing
the boy.
good, man. Blessed, man. Thankful. Getting to it. Listen, we're talking on 154 division, the pretty much the most prominent and best division in boxing right now. Phenomenal weekend we just ended off with Xander Zayas being the unified champion, the WBA and the WBO champion now, and Josh Kelly upsetting Bakram on his home soil at Newcastle. And now we have Fundora locking in with Keith Thurman. Break this division down, Mark, and who you think is the number one guy, and what's your thoughts on the Fundora Thurman matchup?
Um, right now, I would have to say Xander Zayas is the number one guy. I mean, he after picking up his belt, say whatever you will about it being a vacant title. As soon as he picked up that belt, he stepped right to the smoke and went to unify. So right now, I would say he is the guy. I mean, he's only 23 years old.
Hmm.
He shows a lot of great skills. I mean, he might have some of the best feet not just in the division, but maybe in the sport of boxing. Like he
I want to
has
say all that.
really athletic feet. Excuse me.
He I want to say all that. He has
Listen, Juan. This is my opinion. It's not your opinion. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You know what I'm
I'm like,
saying? Good, great brother. It's my opinion. It's
oh
Marky
my
Dan's
fault,
opinion.
my
Yeah.
fault, Margie.
He
Banana
told
boy,
you to
my
speak.
boy,
No,
Make sure you
I'm
speak
just saying. I'm
facts.
in the middle
my
of
boy.
talk, but anyway. Um, I think he has some of the best feet in boxing, despite whatever Puerto Rican Juan might say. Really fast. He gets in, he gets out. He'll come at you from angles. I mean, just beautiful footwork. Has very fast hands. And he's not afraid to trade. You know what I'm saying? And he's still a young guy. I think his body can still develop.
What's
He's
up,
been a
Zach?
154 his entire career.
I don't know.
So he could move up to 160 and we might see more pop, but I would say he's the guy at 154 right now. Um I heard you talking about Fundora. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um I'm just I really like Fundora. He's been one of my favorite fighters since that Erickson Lubin fight, but I'm beginning to get sick of this guy. Like the way how they talk about Boots fighting nobody, that's how they need to talk about Fundora. This man last year in 2025, he fought some tune-up. I can't even remember the dude's name. Then he got in there with Tim Zoo, who had
You talking
gotten
about
his
Cordell
head
Booker?
cut off. What?
Talking about Cordell Booker.
Yeah, Cordell Booker. Cordell Booker. Then he went in there with Tim Zoo and got his head taken off by Bakram. And I give him credit. He stopped Tim Zoo, or Tim Zoo decided he didn't want no more. But now, I mean, instead of looking to unify or get in there with another big fighter, he's fighting Keith Thurman. And like I know that Keith Thurman, he has a lot of PBC era fans. He got dudes like B3 and BVO that still like salivate over seeing Keith Thurman fight. I don't care to see Keith Thurman fight. And
That's
I don't
crazy.
believe he has a chance. I don't believe he has a chance in hell of winning this fight. Every time matter of fact, Keith Thurman has fought maybe 7 times or 6 times in the last 10 years. And every time Keith Thurman fights, he gets hurt. He gets
Mm,
hurt to the body.
mm,
Like Fundora is gonna stop this dude inside of 5 rounds, and then he's
mm,
gonna be out for another year because
mm.
that's
Yeah, I
how they
know.
do it. That's how they do it. PBC, bro. I'm
He
sick of
cooking.
that.
He
Mark,
cooking. He
no,
cooking.
no, he's not. He tried to slide it in there. We like seeing Keith Thurman because he's a phenomenal boxer.
That's you.
He
Only,
cooking,
only
bro.
lost. Hold on.
He
Only
cooking,
lost
brother.
to one of your favorite fighters, Manny Pacquiao. The
He
reason
cooking,
you
brother.
don't, the reason you're not supporting Keith Thurman is because he's a Black American, um, and that's
Major
just what
word.
it is, Marky. You racist.
He racist.
No, I don't like him because he sit out for years, and
Nah, I
then he
think I,
come back and fight a dude named Brock Jarvis who fought at bantamweight
Well, it's
in
not his
in
fault.
2023.
It's not
And
his
then
fault that
everybody
he
like B3 trying
unified.
to act like Keith Thurman is back. He gonna fight for the title. He gonna get stopped. And
yeah,
then we're not gonna see Fundora until December.
Margie said
Salute to our
silent
good
meeting is
brother
crazy work.
BBO. Appreciate you, BBO family. Listen, we definitely building. Yes, your son slash brother Marky Dan is up here. Um,
Cat, cat.
violating Keith Thurman, a unified champion, a great fighter in the sport. Only lost to his one of his favorite fighters, Manny Pacquiao, somebody he bloviates about on a regular
He
basis.
ducked Earl Spence, didn't he?
I
Mm.
mean, Al Heyman. I mean, blame Al Heyman.
He
I
said, blame
mean,
Al Heyman.
Blame
That's
Al
yeah,
crazy.
Heyman. It's
That he
yeah.
blaming the
amazing. It's
black man.
amazing how all the other PBC fighters could get in there with Earl. But okay.
He blaming the black
Uh,
man. That's crazy work.
Exactly, Juan.
I mean, let me say this though. Did they have a choice? Like Keith Thurman had a Pacquiao fight.
I mean,
He
but
had a
all right,
choice, you know.
all right. I mean, all right. I'll
Didn't
give you the
Keith Thurman
Pacquiao. I'll
fake
give
a
you.
car accident?
I'll give you the Pacquiao fight, but he was ducking for like a year and some change
And
because
not only, and hold on, one, and not only that, Errol Spence was in another car accident. Keith Thurman had signed to fight Errol Spence when the negotiations with Bud and Errol broke down the first go round, and Bud went to fight Abenesian. But Errol had another car accident which pretty much took him out of the Keith Thurman fight.
Well, from
So
what I
Thurman,
remember,
so Thurman has been there to fight for years. So
Yeah,
I'm a
but
call
let's not
cap.
make it seem like this
I'm a
is
call
on.
cap. I'm a call cap.
Well, listen, we'll look up the records.
I don't know, bro.
Uh,
Thurman. I don't know. For me,
Earl
Thurman
was in Earl
wastes.
was in a car accident that December. That I believe that was December. What was it? 2022.
You know, but you got to remember though, too.
Nah, but
Thurman's.
they had him sign to fight Danny Garcia after Sean Porter. That's not true what you
No,
just
you're
said,
talking
Beatrice.
about the major car accident. I'm talking about the minor one after Bud and
Wasn't that
Earl's
2022?
negotiations. No, that was way. Danny was years before that.
Yeah, but you got to
Yeah,
remember.
I was
You got.
like,
You got to
he
remember
just
too.
fought Bud in 2023.
Yeah, but you got to
What
remember
year
too.
was the Sean Porter fight? Hold on. Well, go ahead, Juan.
Twenty.
Yeah, that was like
Yeah, you
yeah,
got to remember that
2020.
Keith wasted a lot of his prime years. And I don't want to say wasted because he was injured a lot, but he wasted a lot of his prime years. Just and the injury list. So it's like you can't really be like, well, we salivating to watch this, man. Because when he was fighting, I would
And
watch it,
he's
but I
still one
wasn't
of
be
the
like,
biggest names,
yeah,
Juan, right now.
but I
Hell
mean,
no.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't go to all that because even in his prime, he really wasn't the biggest, one of the biggest names. He was becoming one of the big and very all well on his way, but
Hold on, we in the
just
era where hold on, right now. Think about it, Juan. Let's keep it 1,000.
my G,
Right now, we got what? Boots, Benavidez, Devin Haney in the American public, right?
right?
Now, outside of them three, Virgil, you'll say the Charlos, but we talking about active people, right? So Virgil, I'm trying to think who else you would want to, who is more viable than this Fundora Thurman.
I said Keith Thurman fought 7 times in the last 10 years. He's actually fought
You,
seven
but you,
times in the last 11 years. I apologize.
I
you
mean,
hate the
you
black
gotta,
man.
but you got, no, you gotta remember though, like. When Keith was on top, Keith was really on top. Man, he was well on his way to becoming like a face of boxing type shit.
Come on now.
But when the injuries started piling up, is when people started kind of like losing interest. Especially like as after I think it was the Sean Porter one. When he won against Sean Porter, it was like, okay, this dude might be really kind of actually nice. And then he got the Danny Garcia win, and then we was all roads ahead to Arrow. And then the incidents happened with both of them because it's not just one, but both of them. Then he lost to Pacquiao, so that lost some steam. And then he's been on the injury list since then. Like, what I'm saying? He came back against Brock Jarvis, didn't look spectacular, but it was all right. Then, a couple years back, fought Mario Barrios. I think he got hurt to the body. So it was like, all right, bro, like, what could we really be like? You know what I'm saying? What could we really be seeing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he was on his way, very well on his way, but 36-year-old,
You give him a
37-year-old.
puncher's chance, Juan,
No,
versus
I don't give him
Fundora.
a. I'm no. I mean, yeah, you could because Fundora could easily be knocked out. Again, we've seen that with was it Mendoza?
Yeah,
So
Mendoza folded him up like a lawn chair.
you know what I'm saying? Definitely a puncher's chance, but it's just that a puncher's chance. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not like nothing else good there.
Man, Thurman
Well,
gonna mess around and outbox Fundora.
Hey, you at Friendly 50?
Mm-mm.
You guys forgot that
I'm
he
not
got hurt to
betting.
the body against Luis Colazo. So he been getting hurt to the body. Y'all forgot about that, right?
yeah, nah. See,
Nah.
but I was reminiscing. Relax on damn.
I just said that
I
though,
just
Juan.
seen that Orthodox fighter, Mendoza time Fundora and leave him sitting in the middle of the ring thinking like, what he get hit with?
You think Thurman gonna do that?
Very possible. We talking about one time?
I don't think it's very possible.
All he got to do is clean that chin
When's
one
the last
time.
time Thurman had a knockout? When's the last time he had a knockout?
When the last time he had a fight?
He
Dead
knocked
ass.
out that bantamweight fighter he just fought, Brock Jarvis.
Yeah, he
Mm.
fought.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on,
Brock
man. You
Jarvis. Are you
counting
talking
that
about
shit?
that big white? You talking about that big
You counting that
Australian
shit?
boy?
Man, that wasn't no big nigga. You need to stop.
Man,
Come
listen,
on, man.
that boy. Just because he was shrinking down one day, Mario Barrios is a big nigga. He started off at
He been at
126, right?
54 his whole career.
Or 118. No, Barrios.
Oh, Bar. Wait, you talking about for? Oh, okay. No, I don't know about
Mario
Barrios.
started off
Wasn't
at
he at 40?
126. He started off at
Yeah,
126.
I thought you
yeah.
meant Fundora. My bad.
So
I
that's what I'm
mean,
saying. Some of these guys do start off. They don't mean they don't turn into no big hellified nigga. I mean, they just grow up.
but you got to remember
Mario
too that
Barrios?
he's been out for ring years. I
Mario
think they
Barnes
was
is the
trying.
welterweight champion, man. Y'all got to
Yeah,
stop
but
this bullshit.
I'm
He
just,
I
acting
mean,
like
whoa,
he
I'm
not
whoa,
just,
the
whoa, whoa,
WBC
I'm
champion of the
confirming,
world.
nigga.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Okay, all
whoa,
right, fair
whoa,
And
enough.
whoa,
according to
whoa,
the
whoa.
How you
record,
get the
it
belt?
showed that he only fought at
Hey,
40 and
hey, wait a minute,
47.
Whipping
wait a
You
minute.
Ugas.
guys
Hold
are
on, Mark. Don't
capping.
listen. Hold on, Mark. Let me
Put
bring
some
this out, man.
context
You
to
I'm
it.
got
How'd
my
you get
asking
the
attention.
belt?
you,
How'd
who
you get
this
that belt?
nigga on that land?
I'm gonna tell you how I missed the show, and this how he got the belt. He beat Ugas,
Ugas,
who is a perennial champion, who beat Pacquiao Black and Blue.
not black and blue, but okay.
But he was eating through he was eating soup with his eyes closed.
Yeah, his
If
daughter
that,
was
if
feeding
that
him
ain't an
the
ass
soup.
whipping, I don't
This
know what
nigga
it
said perennial. This nigga said perennial. I can't believe that.
That
You said
nigga
motherfucker
Steve
spell
Curry
that
is a
shit.
snake oil salesman.
Wasn't he a regular? Wasn't he a two-time champion?
No, that nigga was champion one fucking time.
No, but
One fucking time. He got
he lost
lucky.
to Sean.
He
He
got
lost to Sean.
elevated. Come
I
on, man.
mean, some
Cut the
people
cap.
thought he beat Sean Porter shot more. Some people thought he beat Sean
Yeah,
Porter.
Man, no,
he
he
got
fucking
job
did it.
versus
Stop it.
Sean.
Stop it. He know he's fucking did. He got fucking outboxed. Stop it. Stop the cap now. Stop the fucking cap. Let's stop the fucking cap now.
I
Come
mean,
on,
you ain't
brother man.
gotta be like that, Bodega One. Golly.
Nah, bro. Y'all
This
talking
nigga
about one
said
of my favorite fighters of
perennial.
all time. Don't do that shit again. Don't you ever do that shit again.
All right, let me get us in order, right?
He's
Mr.
a
Shelton, cook
perennial
with us.
champion. Damn free. You a tripping perennial? Man, come on, man.
Motherfucker, spell
Dude,
Trash.
perennial right now.
Bummage.
perennial. Like he been champ for like 10 years. He's Joe Louis around this motherfucker. Man, get the fuck out of here, dog.
Now you know what though?
That dude
I
was
think Keith
champion
does
for
have.
like that dude was champion for like 6.5 months.
Yeah, nah, he got
That-
Keith got
he
a
was
puncher's
champion for
chance.
62 days.
Yeah, nah, he's got a puncher's
Yeah, you
chance.
talk
I give
about
him that one.
perennial champion.
Yeah, he got a
That's
puncher's
too much
chance
of
though. Yeah,
bullshit.
Keith definitely got a puncher's chance.
He
I
ain't
think he's
beat
a good guy.
Man, that's
he
like
ain't beat Ray
40.
Robinson for a title. He got beat by Ray Robinson. Shoot,
That's
everybody.
like 40 days more than Charles Martin was a champion, bro. You gotta stop this V3.
Nah, I'm just shout out. Nah, I'm just joking. Shout out,
He's a
shout
Yeah,
out
we
that's
to
know
cool
you,
you're
though.
man. That was funny.
joking.
Let me
Yeah,
ask
I
you
was
this, Mr.
cool with
Sheldon.
until the nigga said perennial. Until he said perennial, I was straight. But when he said perennial, I'm like, come on, man. Now you
This
tripping.
motherfucker lost me there.
This is wrong.
Nah, shout out. I was trying to boost up Barrios, but we got a good fight coming up in February 21st. This gonna be a good month, y'all. We're gonna talk some
You
more
talking about
about
Garcia?
126.
You talking about Garcia and Barrios?
Yeah, we gonna have that February
Decent
21st.
fight. Barrios
Yeah,
gonna beat his ass though.
man, I'm
Out
thinking so too,
Barrios
but
get put to bed. Out
I'm hoping
Barrios get
Ryan can
put to
stop him.
bed.
Ryan ain't that good, man. That's the problem. See, and you should have learned Saturday night that sometimes these dudes don't be as good as people think they are. We've been
I
telling
think
you for a long time that this dude is not as good as you think he is.
I think
He
he's
beat
like
Lomachenko. That was 6 years ago. That shit don't count.
I, I think he's
Right.
like I think Shelton Moore that you remember that Jackie Chan movie, The Drunken Master? That's what Ryan
Yeah.
Garcia is. I think he
You
need a
think that's
little heat. I think he need a little heat. I think he need a little sugar in his tank to get going. You know what I'm saying? So I think
oh here we
maybe
go.
they
Whoa.
slip him. Maybe they
All I can tell you, sir, is that he's gay.
maybe they slip him some beer or some liquor before the fight. I think he get going.
Look here, let me
I
tell you
honestly
something,
feel that
man.
way.
Ryan Garcia. Ryan
That
Garcia.
boy better not
Listen
have
to
no
me carefully.
sugar in his tank.
Ryan Garcia,
I mean,
listen
I
to me
don't
carefully.
know. He seemed
Is
like a
about to
square.
get Ryan is about to get the Hebrew shit beat out of him.
I mean, I hope so, but I also kind of hope that Devin Haney could get his revenge in a
Devin Haney don't
unification.
want to fight that dude no more.
Yeah, tell him, Mr. Sheldon, fight is done.
That dude
That
got
goofy
Devin
fight.
Haney's number. They fought too many
Hey,
times in the amateurs. He knows Haney too well.
You
He probably
saying
beat Haney again.
Devin Haney don't got the nuts to step in there with Ryan Garcia? Is that what you're saying?
hey, yo, why you
I'm
gotta bring
saying
up nuts
Devin
for?
Haney. I'm saying Ryan Garcia
Because we're
probably has
men,
his number.
Juan. You don't got a pair? Go ahead, Sheldon Moore.
What I'm saying, Marky Dan, is Ryan Garcia has his number, and he'll probably beat him again.
I
That's
don't
number.
think so. I don't think
Yeah,
so.
Bruce Gas, salute. Appreciate you pulling up, Bruce.
I think
Nah,
he
he
has
can't
his
beat
number.
my boy
I
Raven.
think Ryan. I give Ryan Garcia this credit. I do think he beat Bill and Dev in the aspect of mental warfare. I think that Dev really came into that ring believing Ryan Garcia was a crackhead, that he was a drunk, that he wasn't training, and yeah, it played out how it played out. He was on the front foot. That was not a good position for him to be in, and in that 6th or 7th round, Ryan set him up, and he caught him. And
I think
Derek
he got
James,
his number, bro. I really do. I think he has his number,
I
just
don't.
like Rolly has
I
Ryan's
don't.
number.
And we could
He
bet
Rolly
does.
30
has Ryan's
50s.
number.
We could
I
bet
don't
30
think Ryan
50s
can
when they
beat
make it.
Rolly. No matter how many times they fight, I think Rolly will just whoop his ass. I think Rolly got his number.
You don't think Devin Haney could replicate that game plan?
I don't think
Nah,
so.
You don't think he could keep his left hand up and then pump out his
I,
jab at Ryan Garcia and then come
I
with an
don't think
occasional
so.
right hand?
I don't think
nah,
so.
'cause he don't get overly excited when he starts catching them and shit, and then that's when Ryan always kind of like swings his shots in
Did he
between
get
the
overly
shots.
excited with Brian Norman?
I mean, Brian Norman, we all called that shit though. He was inexperienced.
No,
Same thing.
no, we all didn't. No, we all
I
didn't.
call. I call. I surely call.
I got a
No,
I
you
friendly
surely
called
called
it,
feeling
it.
for
bro.
Chuck
You
Moore.
called it. You called it, bro. You called it.
Yeah.
I remember. You called it. I did. I thought
surely.
Norman was gonna knock his head off.
I surely
So don't
called it.
say we all. Don't say we all won.
That was my fault. My fault. I'm
A
sorry.
select percentage of us. You in that percentage. I giving you your credit. A select percentage of us.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, he gone. It just they fought too many times in even in the amateurs. I think Ryan has a winning record. They fought.
It's 6 and no, they 3-3.
No, they fought 8 times. They don't count the little stuff.
I heard they fought 6 times.
They fought a couple times. They fought more than 6
Now they
times.
fought a couple times. I heard it.
They,
You said it was 8.
no, 8, 9 times, bro. They've been fighting each other since they were kids, bro. That's literally all they've been doing. Is fighting each other.
Well,
They're
then
always
let's
1 and
fight
2.
some more as grown men.
I mean, I want to see the rematch. But if he don't want to do it, he don't want to do it. Let the man live.
Nah,
I mean,
Ryan wants to fight Conor Ben. Let me get us on track with this 154. Hold on, we got a little feedback coming through.
that's me. That's my fault.
I'm on the freeway, so don't mind the feedback, nigga.
We gotta have listen, Mr. Sheldon. We gotta have people coming through this motherfucker. Y'all always say that. Shit. A black man gotta get some money. Ain't nobody gonna give it to me. I gotta take it.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
You ain't trying
Let's
to
talk
take nothing
about
to see nothing die, nigga. Cut it out.
listen.
Do your show.
You ain't gonna give it
Stay
to
in
me.
your
I
lane.
gotta take it from you.
Do your show. Stay in your lane. Don't be like the rest of these niggas. Be yourself. Talking about what they gonna do. You ain't gonna do shit.
Damn.
You're not. Too many laws out here. You ain't doing that shit. Cut it out.
What we ain't doing,
I don't
Joe?
know.
No, what we ain't doing.
I don't know where what I said made it seem like I was gonna do something to get myself
You
or
said they
somebody
gonna
else
give
in
it
a
to me. I gotta
situation.
take it.
I didn't
Now, how
hear
you
that
think the
either.
white folks gonna
Definitely
take
not.
that? You say ain't nobody gonna give me no money. I gotta take it. Is that not what you said?
Damn,
But I
I
didn't say
didn't
I was going
interpret it that
strong on
way.
Robbie.
How do you think white people interpret that?
I mean, I
I
interpret it
know
as
what you're talking about.
a fairly 50 bet. That's what I interpret it as.
I
Yeah,
Golly.
know what
I
you're
ain't
talking
going.
about. White folks don't take it that way. Oh,
Hey
this
man,
nigga talking
listen,
about robbing the bank.
listen. Ain't only white person in here is Bruce. Ain't no white people in here because niggas will be supporting and sending some bread. All we got about is just some broke ass niggas. Respectfully.
Wow. You
And
So
I
heard it
say
right
that
we
there. You
respectfully.
heard it right
and I say that
there. You
respectfully.
heard it right there.
And Marky, and I say that respectfully.
So until them white people do come around, I guess we gonna talk like niggas.
Yeah, you gonna talk like niggas, exactly.
Hopefully they'll come around. Nah, but now let's kick it on this
Hey,
154 real quick.
I got some breaking news for y'all. Check this
All
out.
right, good.
Eddie Hearn lost another purse bid.
On which
Oh,
Lost
fighter
the
this
purse
time?
bid.
oh.
He lost the purse bid for Perro and Lewis Crocker. Now Lewis Crocker got to go to Australia and fight Perro because MVP won the purse bid.
Wow. Well, good for Crocker. I mean, how much did they buy it? How much did MVP win it for?
Whatever what's that company that promotes Tim Zoo over there? Is that MVP in Australia? Whatever that company is in Australia.
That's main event.
Main events. Main events got it, and they outbid Eddie Hearn. Whatever Eddie Hearn bid, they got it.
That's a damn shame, man. Eddie Hearn was promising that man a homecoming stadium fight. I mean, I guess now he knows that Eddie Hearn's word is as good as really a pile of dirt.
Now, speaking of that, since the fight is in Queensland, Australia, who you got in the fight now? Who you got? I got Pyro.
I got Pyro as well. Yeah. I got Pyro.
Man, Pyro looked like dog shit in his last fight. I don't know. That's going to be a 50-50.
Jeez.
He looked bad.
So Crocker gonna get 748 and Pyro gonna get 403,000.
It's good money for them.
Yeah, it's good money for a couple of bricklayers and grocery baggers.
No. Lewis Crocker is the IBF welterweight champion of the world. What are you talking about? That no damn bricklayer.
Man, he a bricklayer from out there in Northern Ireland. That's one of them boys you drive by and you offer him a beer.
Well, he gonna have a whole lot of money to buy beer.
There you go.
Because euros are worth more than dollars, brother.
Pounds.
No, they use euros. They use euros in Scotland. They don't use in Ireland. They don't use pounds. They use euros.
No, he lives in Northern Ireland. That's the UK. Or
still use euros.
Are you saying it's different?
They still use euros.
But that's not the main but that's not the main currency over there. There you go off the pound.
A pound is worth more than a dollar. Whatever they use is worth more than a dollar.
Either which way, I like the fight. I like the fight. And I ain't in the business of counting foreign dollars. That's their business. But I got Pyro getting it done. I think he's gonna become a 2-division champion.
I mean, shit. What's Lewis Crocker's biggest win? Patty Donovan? That's his biggest win?
Subra Matias. Oh, Lewis Crocker? Yeah, Donovan.
Patty Donovan. Yeah, Pyro might be him.
I think Liam Pyro can win that fight. That's not going to be a tough fight. Oh, boy, that's going to be a tough fight for Lewis Crocker because of Liam Pyro's style. Southpaw, going to be a good fight.
Yeah, I dig it, man. I like the fight.
Outside of that, man, ain't really
Well, you got your boy. I think your boy messing up. You know, I'm talking about the boy from Philly. If I was him, I'd be trying to go after Xander right now.
I mean, I don't disagree.
He unified. They're going to let him get that fight. Boost is in position, so he should get it.
Well, see, here's the thing.
I would go get a belt first with Josh Kelly.
Saying he's going to fight Kelly next. Kelly got that IBF. But if he fights Kelly, what do you think Virgil's going to do? Virgil going to fight Xander. Because Virgil wants to get them 2 belts, but he can still command the money that he wants. You see what I mean?
Virgil going to fight Earl Spence. Nobody trying to hear that bullshit.
Virgil is not fighting. Earl Spence is not fighting anyone, bro. Don't believe the hype. Earl Spence is not fighting anybody.
Well, you know what? Virgil Ortiz could be a free agent coming up, so I can't rule that out of the possibilities. You're right, Shelton. But if I'm Boots,
I'm gonna fight Xander. That way I get 2 belts.
I'll be trying.
Boots only got 1, and I can command the money that I want.
Yeah. If I were Boots, I'd be trying to get that Josh Kelly fight. I think that's the most.
I'll be trying to get that Xander fight. I want the 2 belts.
God damn, Shelton Mark. Can I finish what I'm saying? Golly. I'm just
No,
trying to
you
say.
wrong because you're
I'll be
wrong.
shocked.
Because you're wrong.
I mean, nah, I'm not wrong, nigga. You're not God. You're not a judge. Who are you? You
Yes, I
Sheldon
am.
Moore.
You didn't know? You
You
didn't know?
Sheldon Moore. You Sheldon Moore. But let me just say this, goddammit. I think that would be a huge fight with Xander and Boots. If they could make it in New York, Boots get himself a belt off Josh Kelly, who's with Matchroom. So that should be an easy fight to make for Eddie Hearn. Hopefully they could get it done by summertime or spring or whatever. And then you unify with Xander. I just think that would be a massive fight. Or you could go Sheldon Moore's way. I wouldn't mind that either way. I just would like to say it out my own damn mouth instead of an old man cutting me off and assuming what I want to
Wow.
say. But go ahead,
I'm
B3.
gonna go ahead and play a drop for you, man. You a wild boy.
I'll be all
So
that.
so since we here at 154, man,
Hold
it's a
on,
lot of
my fault.
people.
Hold on. Virgil don't want no fucking smoke
B3
with
picks.
Xander,
Chill
man.
out.
Stop it.
B3 picks.
Man, capping on his ass, man. They capping. Whole bunch of cappers over there. Him and his manager.
Can y'all
They
hear
capping.
B?
That's
Can y'all hear B3?
Nah, I wasn't talking.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, because I thought Juan had broke up or something. Yeah, he was saying Virgil was capping.
yeah. Virgil
He said,
capping,
"Love is scared
man.
of Xander."
Virgil get his ass fucking beat.
Damn. Hey, Xander do look sweet as a motherfucker in that ring. He's my language, Mr. Chef.
Whoa.
No, what I'm just
Virgil,
saying with them feet, man.
No, I'm
Virgil,
saying,
Y'all,
that Xander earned my respect Saturday because Boss Baru came to fight that dude. He didn't come to play around. He came to
yeah.
fight.
Talk to him.
Virgil get his ass fucking
Now,
fucking
what's this now?
dispatched.
Our brother BVO, he's pushing the Devin Haney to go up to 154 to fight Xander. What's your thoughts on Xander, Devin Haney at 154?
That'd be
I
fun
like
to
that
watch.
fight.
Xander beat the shit out of Devin. Xander beat the shit out of Devin.
Yeah, that and
I don't
Dev
think
got to
so.
Dev got to be on that A point because Xander the big boy. That's a big boy right there. That's not a small guy. He's a big boy.
Yeah, Xander will fuck Devin up.
I don't think so.
Devin ain't ready for that.
Xander
Devin ain't ready
gets
for that.
hit. He could be caught out of position sometimes when he gets overexcited. I think it'd be a very good fight. And I could see Devin Haney becoming a 4 division champion and shutting Moore up for
I
like
can't.
the
I can't
thousandth
see that.
time.
You said for the
I can't
seventh.
see that.
We
I
might
Hey,
can't
what's
even we
see
happening,
might
that.
bro?
we might even get Hot Rod to come back.
My bad.
Hey, whatever happened to
Oh, you
that
ran him
boy?
off.
Definite.
Man, he disappeared.
You ran him off, Marky
He
Dan. You ran Hot Rod
disappeared.
off.
I didn't run him off, man. Devin Haney ran him off after he talked all that crap about what Brian Norman was gonna do. You seen Hot
Hey, Dank
Rod
said, when
pissed.
you gonna wake up, Mr. Sheldon? Salute to the beautiful Angie baby in here. With this
We're
Haney
gonna wake up
situation, you
about
want to
what,
know who
Dan?
we
Hey,
got?
salute to
Fundora
Angie,
Thurman.
baby.
I got Fundora.
What?
I think
I'm doing
everybody got
stoppage.
Fundora on the panel.
I'm
When he
doing
said, "When I'm gonna
stoppage.
wake up, wake up about what? What am I sleeping on?"
About Devin, about the dream. He
Nigga,
said
fuck
you
Devin,
dream.
nigga.
Oh,
Nigga,
that's
fuck
not very
Devin, nigga.
nice. That's not very nice.
Wow. Man.
He gonna stay in the big house? Well, you got a problem
Devin,
with that?
I mean, that's Sheldon Moore's whole attitude.
Hey, listen, everybody got to feel how they want to feel, especially when your team beat the hell out of Tiger Johnson. People gonna say fuck you
jumped
right
on
now.
one dude and bragging about it like you did something, nigga. 20 niggas on one dude. That was some
Now, and
bitches.
listen, all I say is this. I say this was just two wrongs don't make it right, but Devin gonna have to take. He gonna have to. You gonna take culpability. You gonna take responsibility for what your people do. That's life.
Them niggas wouldn't have been there if you didn't bring them there.
Right.
They wouldn't have been there if you didn't bring them. And then you can't control them. So
Yo, you,
all
you,
you
you know
niggas
what
was
got me?
there.
You know what
Yeah,
got
we
me
talking
mad
about
though?
Haney versus Xander. Yeah.
You know what got me mad though was that, and I'm gonna sound crazy for saying this. his little brother. I think he's a
Yeah,
little light skinned dude with the braids and shit,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
nah,
Sean the Gift.
I would have punched his whole jaw off. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Playboy. I would have punched his
Nah,
whole ass jaw off.
I would have
You
found
ain't
some
punching his
way.
little young ass
I would
Juan.
have
Stop
found
it.
some
Nah, bro,
way.
I would
No,
have punched
I
his
would have
little
found
jaw.
some way to sneak that little guy because he talked too reckless.
Stop it.
And then when Tiger is on the ground, he talking crap to him like, "Yeah, you not like boy, shut up. You let 20 niggas jump this dude who
Nah,
you
they
were
said nah
talking
it
to
was nah
first."
they said it wasn't. Look at Dank said it was 3 teenagers. Tiger got packed up by 3 schoolboys.
Man, that was I seen at least a dozen fists.
Listen, you
Yeah,
seen a crowd. You didn't see a dozen people throwing punches.
Man, I seen a dozen fists. They were on top of
Stop
him.
it. You ain't seen no
The
dozen fish.
event
Stop it.
the event had yes it was. You talking about the first part. There's a second
No,
part
I seen the
where
yeah.
second part
Tiger
when
is by
Tiger
Well,
the
when
here's
Tiger
door
Tommy said it was
and
a bunch of
he's getting
bunch of
packed up in
motherfuckers
the
though.
corner and then his two security guards trying to open the door so they could drag him out of the
Yeah,
ass
nah,
whooping he's taking.
yeah, nah.
You didn't watch that
Tommy,
whole video, 3.
Tommy said it was a bunch
look.
of
Here's
dudes.
the main part,
And
fellas.
then Sean
Here's the
Hannity
main
walking
part,
away
fellas.
while he on the ground talking.
Here's the main part, Marky. Now check this out. Here's the main part. MSG said they put out a statement. They said we are reviewing the footage.
yeah,
Whoever
Devin
we
already
deem being involved in a violent incident on our premises will be banned from this arena for
My
life
God, I ain't hiding.
and banned from any adjacent arenas for life. That's the most important part.
they not
Good.
gonna but that's what I'm saying. They're not gonna do that to Tiger Johnson when Tiger Johnson initiated it. So they're not gonna do it to Devin Haney.
Tiger
But I
Johnson
will
didn't
say
They
this.
might
initiate it.
Devin,
they
hold
might
on.
do it to
No, hold
I'm
on.
telling you,
He
they
did.
might
What
do
are you
it to
talking
both.
about?
They might do it to
No,
both.
that dude, that bald headed dude with the DHP jacket, he threw the first punch.
No, he did not. Stop the
Yes, he
bullshit.
did.
That
I
nigga
watched
Tiger.
it with
Hold on, hold
Tommy
on,
on the
hold on.
stream.
Hold
We
on.
all watched it.
Did Tiger not make a gesture like he was about to head towards the guy? Wasn't that the first move?
If
That's
you
Tiger
not a
making
push
it a
though.
hold on.
hold on.
Tiger made an
You talking
aggressive
about when Tiger was talking and walking towards him, but a dude was holding Tiger?
brother.
Is
We
that
all
what you're talking
seen it.
about?
Yes, the
That's what you
first
consider to be
situation.
initiating a fight?
Yeah, when you're because he went around somebody to throw a punch.
But hold on. But then by that
Hold on, hold
same
on, hold
measure,
on,
the
hold on, hold on.
bald headed dude walked up to Tiger while he was being held, right?
The bald
And threw a
headed dude
punch.
was the ball. The final thing he said because it got heated. He said, I hit you in your mouth, or I steal you in your jaw." He said something to that realm, and Tiger said, "What?" And he went around the dude that was in front of him to throw a punch. And at that point, that
Let me
was so he could have said, "You know what? Bet that." You know what I'm saying? Bet he could have thought about it. He could have moved around, he could have remembered it, he could have circled back later. But Tiger
Man,
decided to make a move. Like, if you make a move to come towards me, I'ma still off on you. I'm gonna defend
man,
myself.
B3, I don't
Well,
want you as my
here's
lawyer.
the
I
call.
don't want you
And
as
this is
my
what you gotta
lawyer
ask
in
yourself,
court.
B3.
That's all I'm gonna say.
This
Go
is what you
ahead.
gotta ask yourself, B3. Is Tiger Johnson or Devin Haney big enough for Madison Square Garden to give a fuck, bro?
Devin Haney, Ron
Devin
Garcia
Haney,
rematch
yes.
is, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, neither one of them are. Neither one of them are big enough for
But
Madison Square Garden to
Devin
make
Haney
their
wasn't.
business.
But here's the thing. That's what I was gonna say. We can move on from this. Devin did say he had to turn himself in. So
What?
yeah, he had to go. I guess he had to go give a statement. I mean, like Mr.
You're
Show said, they
responsible for
investigating
your
it.
entourage.
Yeah.
They're there on your leisure. You're responsible. And it seems to be every time you bring these dudes, every time you bring them, something happens. So it ain't everybody else. It's about to be you and your entourage and how small it's about to get.
Man, stop it, man.
Nah,
These
bro, you
Ask
niggas,
can't keep
yourself. No,
confusing it.
think about it,
this
B3.
ain't.
Just take all the comedy out. Take all the comedy out and think about it. Do you think Tiger Johnson or Devin Haney are big enough for Madison Square Garden Enterprises to give a shit about?
I mean, in
No,
the grand scheme of things, no. Come on. I mean,
no,
to lose
they're
money
not.
over, to get
They
sued
don't
over,
care.
no.
That
Yeah.
money, how can Devin Haney sue them for what?
No, what I'm saying, when
For
you
what?
deal with certain people that are going to
Tiger
get
could
you in
sue
a
them.
liability and get you in a liability situations, when you got people fighting on your property, somebody could get unallowed on your property. You could be deemed liable in
And that's
certain
why I'm saying they're
aspects.
gonna ban both of
So
them.
yeah,
They're gonna ban Tiger Johnson and Devin Haney and all the people. They're gonna ban them all.
I didn't see
Yeah.
Devin in the picture either.
Man, Devin was up there doing the interview. He was on the live
I didn't see
broadcast.
Devin in the picture.
And then
You
it
know, the
sprawled,
picture was all
and
the
then
boxes.
after the live broadcast, when he was done, it turned up
Oh, you didn't
again.
see Devin in the picture?
Yeah, he
Oh,
wasn't.
but
I
let me
didn't
ask
see
you
him.
this, Smoke.
Man, look at
Let me
ain't
ask you
no
this,
Dev.
Smoke. How
Yeah.
did them dudes get there? How did they get there? The bald headed dude and all them other dudes, how they get there?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the picture with all the boxes with Turk after the shit happened. I didn't see Devin in the picture.
Oh, probably not, and you probably won't. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Madison Square
Devin was
Garden don't
out.
give
That's
a
why
fuck
they
about that
posted
dude.
Devin. That's why they posted Devin at the club with a big blinky chain on, with a big heavy chain on. It's because unfortunately he wasn't able to facilitate everything he was supposed to do that night with the commentary and getting into the ring. So
What the hell did that just mean?
He
they
didn't get to
fucked
do
up.
what he wanted
Yeah,
to do.
Yeah.
thank you. That's what I really want you to say. What I really want you
Yeah.
to say. You're
Oh,
trying
okay.
to sugarcoat and use other words. Like, no. This is a Keyshawn
Hey, listen,
level.
this is a
Keyshawn Davis
pro
level.
black channel.
Yeah, this is Keyshawn Davis level. And listen, and when you pro black and you F up, bro, you gotta call it.
We gotta call out. We call
We
it.
gotta
Right.
call it. Because if we don't, then we look like
Hypocrites.
what's that word?
You know what I'm saying?
Enablers.
Yeah, enablers. Yeah.
We're enablers. It's like yo,
Now,
look,
but that's what
yeah,
I'm saying. I see two sides. I see two sides wrong in the Tiger Johnson in the whole situation. But Tiger has to be bigger than that and bigger than that exchange, right? We want him to be, but he feel
And
like
he's
his
not.
manhood and his pride was in question, so he jumped stupid. Now, hopefully, he can get a big fight or get some money out of the situation. Be honest with you, I
I
know
think
everybody
you
don't
don't
like to
want
think
to happen.
like that, but
I know
I
you
I
don't
think
want
like that. I don't care.
is you don't want the next time that they see each other, Tiger got his niggas with him because them dudes can't fight.
Right, make
Them
that
dudes
brother
can't
whole.
fight. Them dudes that's gonna
Yeah.
be with Tiger gonna be. I just want to see.
Well, not only that, if it's a retaliation, you're gonna escalate. It's not gonna go. You're not gonna go lower.
I
We're
don't
gonna
care.
one up what you did. We're gonna do more than what you did.
I
So
don't like to be
that's what
real
we
with
don't
you.
want.
When it come to Dev, you can't
I was
take
thinking about that
everybody
too, Smoke.
everywhere. No, I'm not picking. I'm saying, Dev, you are basically across the street. Your dad's doing an interview. Derek Chisora bumps him. He's talking to him now. While y'all, the Haneys, the guys that are the ones that really count. While they're making money, basically doing interviews and being appearances, they supposed to be they working. Your team can't shut up about something on Twitter when this is a big event and they encourage a fight with one guy. Now, no matter this one guy starts it, it was 6 of y'all that however many y'all want to jump this one guy.
Nah, the little nigga Sean Haney don't got no home training, and it
So
really
and listen,
amazes.
again,
It really
everybody
amazes
can't go
me
That's
how
everywhere.
what I'm saying.
Dev.
Y'all
It
jumping the
really
Again,
gun.
amazes me how
everybody
Dev.
can't
Let
go
me
Y'all
let
don't know.
everywhere.
Y'all don't know how it started.
it really amazes. Well, I saw how it started. Tiger was walking by. Sean Haney said something to him, and Tiger turned around and tried to
Said,
address
who
it.
you?
And then the ball
Yes,
head
don't
nigga
act like
said,
we ain't see
"Man,
it,
that's a
E3. We
kid.
saw it.
That's a
We saw it.
kid.
Stop trying to
That's a
hide that
kid."
because
Da
that
da da da
ain't the guy.
da. And it popped off
Stop,
from
man.
there. Sean,
But hold on. So now
hold
people, hold
on.
on. So now people can't talk to you.
Nah,
He
they can't
called
say
him a bitch ass
bullshit.
nigga.
No.
Oh,
He
that's what
called
he
him a
If
did.
bitch
you
ass
gonna
nigga,
pop something off
and
when
Tiger turned
we
around and
here to
said, "Nigga,
handle
who
bit.
you?"
God
No,
damn,
my
smoke.
fault. He said, "I'll smack the shit out of you." And Tiger said, "Nigga, who you?" So see, look.
Well,
And
all it
B3,
do, all it
B3, you
sound like a
making it bad for
publicity.
light skinned niggas. You might need
It's
to holler
talking.
at
It
Sean.
sound like
Like
it just sound like a publicity stunt.
his father and his brother were there to handle business, and he was there on bullshit. Like that's just the
Yeah, but
facts of it.
but see, that's the thing. He goes around, he talking shit to Hitchens. I can play the video. I played it on my intro. Sean is doing his
Well,
part in the thing.
Hitchens is a
But like
punk.
what you saying is,
Hitchens
no,
don't
it's
got
not even
some nuts
it's not even
to walk
about that,
around.
right? Tiger, that's not Tiger's personality. Tiger's not gonna sell a fight, obviously, right? Tiger's gonna punch you. Like we can't just talk shit, or we can't just be no back and forth. I see you when I see you, and we try to make a fight. We try to build and promote. They out there promoting, and something pop off because Tiger say, nah, fuck that, I ain't promoting. I'm about to put hands on this nigga.
Bro, you just switched the whole scenario. That's not what happened. And listen,
Listen,
I jumped up here just so that you
every
do that.
hold
That's
on,
not what happened. I jumped
hold
up here
on, hold
just
on,
so you
Smoke,
doing that.
hold on, Smoke. Let me ask you this:
Uh-huh.
do the person that get penalized is it usually the first offender or the one to retaliate?
Usually,
Yeah, usually.
usually it's the first offender. But in this case, it's gonna be both, and Devin gonna take the bigger hit. Because it
Now
was
we keep
his
saying
name.
Devin because he's the biggest name, but Devin
He is
was on
his
the
team.
outside.
You keep trying to damn exclude it. And no, I'm not gonna let you do that because when it happens to anybody else, it's on that man. You're responsible for everybody that you bring with you. It's not, it's that individual, not me. How did he get here? He came with you, he came with your car, your flight, or
I
matter
don't
of fact, it's
agree.
your little
I don't
brother.
agree. I don't agree. So
Bro, I'm
when
We
telling
didn't
you,
invite ballhead.
you
We didn't
remember,
invite
you
ballhead nigga with
remember,
the earring.
you
We didn't
remember
invite
when
ballhead nigga with the earring.
You
That
We
nigga
remember
invited
just
when
you
showed up.
and him.
you remember when Jamel Charlo's wife beat up Jamal's wife? Are you saying that was Jamel beating her up by that extension, Papa Lotta
That was
Smoke?
outside. That didn't count, Marky Dan. That was outside. That wasn't in
and
the
hold
arena.
on,
That was
But it
outside.
happened. But it
hold
happened
on,
at the event.
hold on. I would say this too because it came out, if I'm not mistaken, that man was like, "Yeah, get that bitch." So yeah,
Oh damn! I didn't know that.
yeah. So
Okay.
be quiet. Know what you're talking about before
I
you
didn't
come
know
over here
that.
with me. So, come on now, I know what I'm talking about here. That's why B3 is just like no
But
B.
no, but that's what I'm saying. Just because that person, so Jamel gets
Can
charged
I
because
have
he
a
egged her
caramel
on.
latte? You
I'm
have
Yeah.
the
just
medium
trying to
size?
talk to you, B3. B3, if you go
Ice
anywhere
caramel latte, oat
and
milk.
somebody with you do something,
Let me have
they're gonna look at you because he wasn't
No,
invited.
they're
extra
You
not.
are.
If I
milk.
didn't, hold on. If
Extra
you put
milk.
hands on somebody, they cannot
6.
arrest both of us just because I was with you. If I
Mhm.
stood there and watched you, or if I
And
stood there
extra caramel.
and I didn't do anything, how we both go to jail?
If you are responsible for your entire entourage, and when you come to something, you come to events like this, you were invited. You and Bill, you brought your entourage. You asked for them to be able to get in. So on that accord alone, you're responsible. Let's not try to do this new woke stuff, bro. You are
You you
responsible.
you might be civilly liable. Cause I remember I don't know if y'all seen
Right.
Nardo Wick. He had that incident outside the club where a fan just tried to walk up and get a picture, and his security guard spazzed out and put this dude to bed, put him in a
He had to pay.
coma.
He had to pay for
And
the lawyer. He had to pay for
exactly,
the
yeah.
settlement, and he had to pay for the court costs.
Yeah, and
And he did nothing.
the club banned him. The club
See,
said don't come back.
so
CD, what's
it's
happening,
having
family?
people around you, bro. And
Yeah.
after a while, they're gonna start adding up the
So
incidents.
would you advising Tiger to sue in this situation, Smoke?
No, I'm
Yes.
advising. Well, that's on him.
Yes.
I'm advising
6
Devin.
niggas jumped on me. Yes. Sue
I'm
the
advising
shit out
Devin
there.
to stop bringing
Well,
everybody to
he would have to
every
he would have
event.
to file a police report, Shelton
I'm
Moore.
saying
Has he done
all
that?
I'm saying is that everybody ain't got to go to like them same guys that
Yes,
could
he
have came to the
has.
fight, but coming to that
Yes, he
award.
has, Marky.
And then while Devin was supposed to be
Okay.
commentating that night of the fight, plus doing the interview the night or the day before. So you just cost me jumping in the ring. They let Conor Ben do it now. I could have jumped in the ring, did my shit the way Shakur did me, and I was gonna be commentating. So you just cost me all types of opportunities and bags because Twitter. Just saying.
I
Twitter.
agree.
So you saying
Sean
Devin
Haynes a
needs, so you
punk.
said
Sean
Devin
Haynes is
is
an
the one that needs to
unprofessional
be
punk.
sued. He has a
No,
lawsuit, right?
I'm saying Devin needs to stop bringing everybody everywhere. Everybody don't need to go everywhere.
It depends. Were those individuals employees of DHP? That's the real question.
They came, bro. It doesn't, bro.
Nah,
Everybody that's
that's a
employed,
different thing.
everybody
That's
that's
a
employed with you, don't need to go to every event.
No, but
You
that's the
know.
question when you talk about civil liability. Were those just his people? Were those just like
Man, nobody
his
know who that
friends or
bald headed nigga
entourage?
in the black jacket is, man. That nigga just was
Well,
there.
that's
And
gonna be
yeah, that's
Devin
what I'm
Haney. That's
saying.
gonna be
That
Haney's
We
nigga's
all act
on
like
defense
we
Devin
in court,
Haney's
recognize the
sir.
nigga.
payroll. That's
That's
enough
gonna
to
be
do
his
it on
defense
Devin
in
Haney's
court.
payroll. Stop it.
Everybody on the DHP
Can you
payroll,
prove it?
man. This is crazy.
Do you got a check stub, Papa Lotta
Oh,
Smoke? Or you just talking?
Hey,
just
hey,
talking
hey,
about that,
Marky,
folks.
hey, Marky, do you really want me to find out, homie? Just like you was just wrong 30 seconds ago? You was
should be
just wrong
factual.
30 seconds ago. You was just wrong about the Jamel shit.
Let's
You
be
was just
factual
wrong.
in the conversation.
You was
Yeah,
just
I
wrong. I
would.
hit you with a fact. Now, if I find this other fact and come back and hit you with it,
I'll admit it the same way I did when you showed me the facts for the other thing.
cool. Well, then, cool. I'll show you in a minute.
All right. But
Show you
I
in a
mean,
minute.
I think he was probably just a family friend. You know,
That's
the
even
Haney's.
worse to be a family friend. That means he came with you. That's what y'all not understanding. He came with you. You got him in. He would not be in this facility, this building, at this event.
But
If it wasn't for you. No, it's no
but
buts,
he's
my guy. There's no buts. There's no buts. There's no buts.
but he's an
There's no buts.
individual.
There's no buts.
Goddamn,
No. You are not an
Hold
individual.
on, I don't know
he is
how we
his.
got here.
No.
Mark, I don't know how
Let
you
me
got us
just
there. We
say
don't know
this,
that
Y'all
nigga.
want to take
golly.
accountability. No,
What's
the
wrong with this
accountability
guy?
is that
We ain't
Devin
know that
Haney,
nigga.
the guy, if you came with Devin Haney, matter of fact, show more. Listen more.
So,
Mr.
but
Moore.
hold on.
No, I'm asking Mr. Moore question. No.
Mr.
Mr.
Moore
Moore
just
fell
got
off.
off the
Okay.
panel. Let me say what I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
say, Pop. Goddamn.
Go ahead,
I
because
was
I was about to say some bullshit, but go ahead.
But Mr. Bald-headed person, as far as I know, until you present me some proof, is not under the DHP umbrella. He is not under the DHP entity. He is under Mr. Bald-headed with glasses entity. He is his own individual human being who is competent and can make his own individual decisions. That is how you measure civil liability. If that's not his employee, if that's just his
Man,
family
this ain't no
friend,
Donald Trump
that's
shit, man.
entirely
Ain't no
something
Donald Trump
different.
shit, man.
That
Ain't no
is
Donald Trump shit.
fact.
So hold on. So no, with Smoke, I want to ask you this then, and shout out everybody in here.
Trying to
Make sure
use
I
big
tap the like
words
button,
to get over. No,
follow
that's
the
not gonna work
channel.
for me neither,
Entity
Hey,
Mark.
ain't a
listen,
big
hold on,
word, nigga.
y'all, hold on. Y'all talking about we on the
North
free
Carolina University.
we on the free entertainment network, man. The People's Network, man. Listen, touch the Cash App, bless the channel, help the channel grow. We building. Smoke, I gotta ask you this, Smoke. So who is liable for the fight then? Like who is responsible for the altercation? If you looking at it, when we break this thing down, since I think they said they should sue, Tiger should seek damages. So who's liable for the fight?
Devin and Bill. That's
And
your.
it's simply
You
off
know
the
what? It's
fact that
cool,
you're
man.
stating.
Y'all trying to like if this was Tank Davis, it wouldn't even be a damn question. If somebody from Tank Entourage
But my whole
jumped
thing is
Tiger,
this: Smoke. Listen,
there you go. I knew it.
So who? Let me ask
I
you
just
this, right?
told you, Devin and Bill. DHP
Okay,
is gonna
that's what
be
you're saying. You saying
DHP.
DHP.
They came with
Now,
you. They came with you.
let me ask you this: if Tiger doesn't lunge to go punch the ball headed dude, do we have a fight?
Don't know.
The ball-headed dude threw the first
Okay.
punch. I
See,
just
so
dispute what you
Now,
said.
okay. Now, hold on.
Different.
Hold on. I got you. Did he throw the first punch because Tiger was so far away that Tiger was in a lunging
He
position?
walked up to Tiger.
Jesus Christ, man. I just
Stop
don't
it.
understand. I don't understand how
Stop
you
it.
keep trying to
He
make
walked up to
an
Tiger.
excuse for listen. I didn't say Devin did anything wrong. I'm telling
It's
you,
not
the
about
guy
Devin.
that's
We're not even
fuck it,
talking
man.
about
Go
that.
ahead, man. Y'all got it, bro. Because when I'm trying to say it, and y'all just want to keep cutting me off because you don't want to be like, yo, yeah.
That was
If it
salute
was
Queen.
anybody else, bro, if it was Tank Davis and his entourage beat up another boxer, they'd be like, Tank is lying.
Nah, man. If Tank is standing on the stage at like when he was at the fight, if Gary Russell, I guess because you're trying to put it on his team, right? But if somebody's fighting in the stands, you can't put that on the boxer. He didn't go say, "Oh, go fight these people." They bumped into each other, had words, they got into a fight. Now, which one of these people initiated the punches?
What
Could
world do you live
somebody
in?
hold on? Could somebody have did like Meek Mill and de-escalate, meaning we're gonna take all our crew, we just gonna dip out. We're gonna go to the after spot, we're gonna do our thing. So you see what I'm saying? So we all seen Tiger got offended because he was disrespected. Dude said he will steal on Tiger, and Tiger made a move to get around the other
Hold
dude
on, wait,
to
stop.
get to.
You want to play
Huh?
semantics? That's the threat, homie. He initiated
Well,
threat.
that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no,
If
no,
you're
no,
gonna,
no, no, no,
so
no,
hold
no,
on,
no. Hold on.
Okay,
Go
I
ahead.
get you.
Go ahead.
Now
Go
that's
ahead.
now we're breaking it down.
So
If
if
hold on,
that guy
hold on,
initiated a threat and it
hold
came
on.
from that
That's
team,
fine.
then what I'm saying is you're liable because your team instigated the fight.
Okay, so one thing, this is what we gotta do. We gotta prove that bald headed dude in the jacket
Jesus
is
Christ.
Team Haney. That's one.
All right, cool,
You
man.
still
Now,
ain't
if
find that
your
check
premise,
stub.
hold on, we good. We in a good point.
I keep making it
If
up.
you feel like communicating a threat deems that you can jump outside of your body in a sense and attack a person, okay, we gotta just see. You know what I'm saying? Move in a forward position like you're gonna take a
You
person
should
down.
be
If you can
DHP.
communicate, if somebody can communicate a threat and that's okay, that's justified action, I'm cool with it. Tiger
You
should get his money.
you should be
And
DHP
that's where we
lawyer.
ended.
You should be DHP lawyer. That's who the hell you should be. You should be their lawyer.
Listen, we just trying to get to the bottom of it.
Nah, you ain't trying to get to the bottom of it.
We just
You
trying
was
to get to the bottom of
deflecting
it.
and you was deflecting and narrative pushing.
According to New York
Word.
State law, according to New York State standards when it comes to civil liability, it rules that in third-party criminal acts, a host or property possessor owes duty of reasonable care to lawful visitors, meaning MGM would be meaning Madison Square Garden would be liable, not
Right.
DHP. That's
What
New
you
York
think
State
they gonna
law
do?
right there.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you live in New York? So you don't know how this shit will get turned around. You don't live here. That law, there's another
Area
law
salute.
I
that
T
just
Mac.
says
read
What's
the
that.
happening?
law. How
Hold
what you
on,
mean?
man.
No,
You're not finished what I'm about to say.
Okay, go ahead.
God
actually,
damn.
that's when you sue that you sue everybody. You sue all parties, not just one. So he could
Yeah.
be personally held liable also.
I'm telling you, when you get to New York law,
Try.
when you get to New York law, it ain't like no other law. Trust me. It ain't like no other law.
Man, shut that shit up.
Nah, nigga, you can get probation for having 100 grams, and if you can get 2 years for a gun.
He said the ring promotions could be liable. Exactly. For staging the event, they rented out the event space or at least the event space.
What
So
you
they
think
could have liability.
Devin Haney?
But
What
they have event
you
and that's
think?
you have event insurance. Okay, first of all, that's for personal injury. That doesn't cover fighting or security.
Right.
All if everybody was secure, if police were there, security guards were there, if somebody slips and fall, that falls on event insurance. You can reach the insurance level, but personal stuff like that, fights and stuff, that's on that private entity. That has nothing to do with the facility. That's
Would you file a lawsuit if you was Tiger? Would you press charges and file a lawsuit, Coach, and seek damages? You think that's a good position to do?
I would just want to fight, man. To let me fight Devin Haney, man. That's the best way to do it. Just pursue a fight. You know what I'm saying? Because he's young in his career. You don't want to do that to yourself. You jeopardizing your career. You know, could you do it? Yeah, but should you do it? I don't believe so. I believe the right avenue is just pursue a fight with Devin Haney. That's even better.
I like
I would
that.
agree.
Last, because when Devin sued, everybody was up in arms, crying, complaining. I'm just making sure now
That's a
it's the
totally
same
different
energy.
thing, though. Devin didn't get jumped.
This is a civil issue that you could definitely get some bread from.
That's
They
what I'm
literally
saying.
beat
So
you to the point, and he gonna have lost wages
maybe Top
because
Rank
his
gonna make
eye,
him do it. Maybe Top Rank gonna make him do it.
because he had a blood clot in his eye. So yeah, so this was, I mean, of course, I don't think, without question, I think Tiger should be paid to respectfully, and that, and be honest with you, you got to understand something, and I heard this already spoken. Somebody may try to retaliate, and it could get to a situation somebody hurts Devin or hurts Sean the Gift or hurts Bill or something. That's bad for everybody.
You're unbelievable.
That's not good for boxing. But that's what TD, you act like you ain't hear what people be saying.
I hear what everybody be saying,
So,
but
you can't act
y'all
like these
act like
people
y'all
ain't
never been in
nice.
situations. That's what kills me.
Nah,
And
Sean
what
the
I'm
Simp
laughing
can
is
get
that you
it.
said
Sean
Sean
the
the
Simp
Gift.
can get
That just tells me everything right there, man. This is hilarious, bro. I've broken this down so many different times, but at the end of the day, if nobody's ever been in a similar situation like this, I don't think they would ever understand. Like for people to blame Tiger is crazy right now because Tiger got into a verbal altercation with what people are saying as a kid, but he's a young adult. I don't want to hear this shit about a kid. I've been saying this over and over again about a kid because I put hands on 15, 16, 17-year-olds out here in New York for talking crazy and being disrespectful. Because if you don't, they'll put hands on you. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is when in the streets. My problem overall, before I get to the actual incident, is that why is Ring giving so many comp credentials to one entourage? And that's where problems start, because not all those people needed to be on the floor, right? Because only Bill and Dev are the workers right there. You want to give the little brother, fine. You want to give maybe one other bodyguard or other person, fine. But 6, 7, 8 people is crazy, giving them an entourage when they should be with the public. So that's the problem. You rely on them to be professional and not do anything stupid or to start any problems, right? Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to shoot, stab, or anything, because they all go through metal detectors. You know what I'm saying? Because you're talking to a person that's been, had credentials and been at weigh-ins, been at press conferences before, and I know how it works. So that's why I say Ring is liable. But I'm going back to Tiger. If Tiger's arguing with this little young adult, stupid ass ninja, right? Because let me tell you something. I almost had an incident with the Gift last year as well. There's a bunch of people that I know personally that know that this guy talks out of his mind and be talking crazy. And it's always the little one or always the small one and the loudmouth of the pack that likes to start something. But when all alone, they're totally different. And that's who that
kind of like T.I.'s son. T.I.'s son. Another big mouth.
That's just what it is, bro. I've seen it growing up out here in New York and in the Bronx, bro. And I'm sure you guys seen it in your hoods, in your areas as well. And if you've never been in a situation like this, then you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, if they had verbal words and Tiger was already separated and then the other guy intervened, right? The other guy was like, oh, he's just a kid. Well, you're supposed to tell the young adult kid, whatever you want to call him, like, yo, mind yours. And be about yourself. Don't be talking to adults that way. But he went and continued jawing with Tiger. So now it's between that dude and Tiger, right?
Hey, Tommy,
so
who threw the first punch?
When he flinched at Tiger, right? All right, fine. But when he put his hands in his face, right there, that's 1D. That's shooting the fair one with him alone. But the other guy came and sucker punched him from the side, and then everybody came and jumped him. So you cannot tell me that Tiger was wrong, because anybody else is in that situation when adrenaline is pumping and somebody talking crazy to me and put their hands in my face, I'm swinging on you too. There's no way, because he swang at me, bro. And he swang at Tiger. So I just don't understand how people are saying it's Tiger's fault when the kid started everything and he walked away.
Devin Haney fans, TV. They Devin Haney
I got this narrative that people saying he was trying to fight a kid. He was not trying to swing at him, but Sean had no problem swinging at him when they all got into a group. And that's what I say. It's always the little one that does it, bro. And that's how people get hurt, and that's how people end up with 2 hot ones in them too in the streets. That's just what it is.
What TD was saying, what he was saying there, what I was saying is that the same thing is that he gonna be liable, bro.
Yeah, I'm listen.
And the Devin Haney fans don't. The Devin Haney fans, and I ain't gonna say, but y'all don't want to be like, no, it's not Devin. No, isn't he?
Well, no, I'm just bringing it from a different perspective. I want to bring Prize in real quick.
Bro. It's his fault, bro. Like, I mean, bro. If I'm going to do something at school and then I got to pay for it, you know what I'm saying? I'm liable.
That's different.
No, it's not, because you're liable.
We don't know. We don't know that.
Talking to you no more, Mark. I'm not talking to you no more.
We don't know that ball.
I'm not. Now I want to hear.
Mo, you can hear me,
Marky. First of all, Marky, you are totally consistent, bro, because you're the first one to say that he didn't throw a punch first. You were the first one, and then when I had to freeze frame it for you and show you, and then
I changed my opinion,
right? He was part of DHP, and I had to freeze frame the DHP on his sweater. So come on, Marky. You're a coin flip, man. Heads one day and tails the other, bro.
Tommy, hold on. Calm down. Because I think you misinterpreted what I'm saying.
So Marky been playing a whole lot. He just throwing speculation BS out there and seeing if it sticks.
Coin flip.
Marky, I'm done talking. I see why T don't be having me on no more.
Well, I don't go on T because he owe me money. How about that, boy?
Well, I know why he ain't gonna pay you, because he don't feel like you deserve it.
That's
all right, let me say this. Let me bring in Prize. Prize, how you feeling, bro? Talk to us, man. Get in on this.
I was just listening to y'all about the Devin joint, right? All right, I feel like this. I feel like I wish our people could, we shouldn't be getting into it like that. I get it. Tiger was a little turned up. The kid, how old is the kid? 17, 16, 17?
17. He can't even go get us no Dutch.
He can't even get no Dutch. That's what I said. Can I finish?
No, but
he can't even go get us no papers. He can't do nothing.
But I can't even.
Hold on. Let Prize finish, y'all.
Damn. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
been
let's.
listening to y'all for
Talking
like the
crazy.
last couple minutes, going crazy about going crazy. As soon
Hold
as
on,
I
yeah.
said one word, they.
He's
But
old
nah,
That's
enough to
what they
get these
just did to
hands,
me.
bro.
hold on,
This
hold
nigga
on,
Tommy
real
don't
quick.
even know what I was about to say.
Can I finish? Can I finish real quick?
Go
Hey,
ahead.
listen, hold on. I didn't know this was. I didn't know
My
TD
bad, my
had this.
bad. I apologize.
No, I didn't know this. TD, we just like listen. We gonna talk. Go ahead, Pride.
When that
No,
nigga
all I'm saying.
TD got a chance to shit on the Hennies, he like a rabid dog. He like a blind dog in a meat sack.
But hold on. I
Hold
Yeah,
on,
but
real
understand
quick.
it
Hades
because
didn't do
TD was
anything
felt
wrong though.
he was disrespectful and
The
like a
young
lot
boy
of
was
times,
the young boy was being disrespectful. He put
yeah.
his hands in Tiger. I think he put his hands in Tiger face or something. But if I'm Tiger, I'm not gonna go into the fire like that. He got packed up by teenagers because y'all making it seem like grown ass men jumped on him. No, them kids are younger than my son. You know
That
what I'm
bullheaded
saying?
guy was not a teenager.
Okay, but the bald-headed guy is part of DHP, and he was one told him, that's a kid. I agree
Whoa,
with
whoa,
Tommy.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Can I
We're
finish?
not agreeing to that. We're not agreeing to that
I
just
agree.
yet. Hold on.
He's a young boy. I I I,
Not the
I agree
bald
with
head nigga.
I agree. I
No,
agree with
hold on.
Tommy that the boy's supposed to tell Sean, "Yo, chill, young boy. That's a grown ass man. Like, chill, fall back." He didn't. They got into it, and then it went down. And but I want Bill to talk to his son. You know, Sean, and just let him know,
Now,
like, look, we a company, we a business. So when one of us act up, they're gonna blame all of us. You know what I'm saying? Because Bill
Thank
didn't even
you,
know what's
Braz.
going on.
Thank
They're
you,
gonna blame
Braz.
all. They're
now
gonna
we
blame
want to
all
hear
of us. So
this.
none of us look good. We all look bad. We all took a L. Our people looking like, I ain't gonna say what BBO like to say, but you know, we look like them niggas again. I'm just gonna be honest. But it is what it is. It's my people. I still love them.
Listen, is my audio coming through?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear.
Listen, I'm just gonna say this, right? I'm with y'all 1,000%. Everybody really get on point. The only thing I'm gonna say, y'all know time and time again, as you as an individual, you always gotta be the bigger man in your own personal life. A lot of times we might want to say something to our spouse and we be the bigger person. A lot of times we our girl, be honest, we be the bigger person. We in the workplace, we want to speak out. We gotta do it with decency and order, right?
Yeah.
Now, at the end of the day, if you're in a situation where you know you gonna mess up something for yourself, if you don't have nothing to live for, go ahead and crash out. You can crash out anytime you want. But everybody on this panel have a family that counts on them to be there to make sure they're handling their business. Now Tiger don't have no kids. He might can crash out. I don't have no kids. I might can crash out. People got kids, y'all gotta make sure y'all can make it to work so y'all can pay them bills. So
Yeah,
salute
I want
Bella.
to say
Appreciate you
something
coming
to
in. So
BB.
at the end of the day, we got to keep it real, right? Um, you got to hold yourself accountable. Somebody talk. What happened to anybody playing it off? Okay, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna beat your brother ass. What happened
Yeah.
to saying, yeah, okay, yeah, you talking? All right. Wait till I get your brother in the ring. I'm gonna fuck him up.
And keep it
What's
pushing.
what's what's wrong with that? And keep it moving.
Yeah. I thought they all
Now
was
if y'all
wrong,
saying that
B3.
he
They all
touched
everybody was
Tiger
wrong.
or whatever the case may be, now we got a different ball game. But at the end of the day, Tiger, this dude is an Olympian. He's about to be a world champion soon. He got his whole future ahead of him, and now he's going to be on possibly 3 to 6 months out of the ring because he got a blood clot in his eye
You got a busted
from getting in
vessel,
a
yep.
fight with 17-year-olds.
You got packed out by
So
17-year-olds.
I'm not
I
blaming
think
Tiger, but y'all know for a fact we all got to be held accountable for ourselves and
But
always understand how to pivot
that's
situations.
Hmm.
see,
Um,
Now, if I'm
think on the
Tiger
fly.
B3, I'm
Don't
just gonna be
always
like,
think with your head. Don't always think with your pride.
exactly. I
but
told
see,
a
but
young
you're right.
boy, I'd have told a young boy, like, yo, man, get out. You know, get I'd have
Always
told the
think with your
bald
head,
head
never with your
dude,
pride. Hold on, let me refresh.
I would have told the bald head boy, man, get your young boy. Get your young boy. Get your young boy. Get him right now. Like, what is you doing? That's the route that I would have took
Yeah,
because
but
us
listen.
being older guys, hold on, TD, us
Okay.
being older guys, and you got to think twice about them YNs. They move different. Now they might
Yes.
come from a different family, they might got a little bit more money, that particular group, but they still YNs. They will pack you up.
Yeah.
That's what they did to him.
see,
And
see, but
that's
that's
why, like
see, but that's the difference. That's the
I agree
difference
with both of
between
y'all saying.
see, but that's the difference between
I ain't disagreeing with none of y'all. I think y'all. I think everybody's right.
I think everybody got a great point because I think B3 makes a great point and Prize, I mean, you make a great point, especially with the YNs. And that's what I'm saying. Like when we're talking about the YNs, it's never too young that they could get hands on them too. And that's what I'm saying. Like this narrative of
I
people
agree
saying
with that.
kid should go out the window. But my thing is this: is that I think B3 is right. And Prize, hold on, let me just finish real quick because I'm technically at work. But I think everybody's right, and I think everybody's entitled to their opinion. What I'm trying to say is like when you guys say like, you know, because I've been in situations too where things like that happen. Like, you know what, you got it. Sometimes you got to say, all right, you got it, right? And like maybe yes, Tiger should have said you got it. But the thing that escalated, in my opinion, from what I've seen on video, was they were just shouting back and forth, right? And yeah, somebody was in between Tiger and the other dude. But once the ball-headed dude came and put his hands in his face, that's where it got escalated. If he doesn't do that and they keep mouthing off, I promise you, no hands are thrown. And once you put your hands in my face, then it's a different story because adrenaline is already pumping. I'm gonna swing at you right back, bro. And that's what Tiger did. And I cannot blame him for that. That's all I'm saying.
You put yourself in that situation.
That's all I was trying to say, Tommy. I was
I'd
actually
slap
agreeing
his
with
hand
you.
down or something, but I wouldn't have ran to the fire like that, though, Mark.
But that's the problem with everybody is because y'all letting people get too close. Like at that point, I'm punching you in your mouth. You get anywhere near of my arm, then I'm gonna punch you in your mouth. Like you're not gonna get. That's not impossible. No, hell, I'm gonna punch you in your mouth for talking crazy because I don't play that.
Because
I don't
you don't
go back and all that back and
on you first.
All that back and forth shit.
But at the same time, though, fellas,
but it sound good. That's not a good idea. You 1-on-10, you gonna get stomped out. 1-on-10, you getting stomped out.
Coach Eddie, Coach Eddie. But you know damn well that one good punch. I'm knocking that jaw loose.
Nope.
I'm knocking
I don't care anything about that. You got to think past that.
I would have told him to go find some fudge to pack.
If you 1-on-10, you still up with somebody.
Hold on. I've been jumped before. It don't feel good, right? But you want to get at least one off and get one of them. That's always my
I ain't never been jumped, and I ain't trying to see how it's like. I'm too old to get jumped anyway.
Yeah, me too. It don't tickle, bro. It hurts.
And trust me,
I want to say something. I want to say something real quick. The graveyard in jail is full of tough guys.
Right.
The power of life and death is in the tongue. If you keep your mouth closed, keep your mouth your own, you're gonna live long. You sitting there running your mouth, trying to be tough, trying to stand on business, they're gonna be carrying you to a guy. You gonna take a dirt nap.
Where my brother Smoke go? So Coach, that's what I'm saying, Coach. So what you think? You feel like Tiger was there any elements of where he could have adjusted, or you feel like that was automatically gonna happen?
That's his first mistake though.
But hold on. But you had to pivot. You gotta know you're surrounded. First of all, the old dude is probably 40 or 50 years old. He trying to put on. He trying to show out for Sean them. So he's ignorant in himself. He's supposed to be the OG. He instigated it. But you got two young guys, Tiger's in his 20s. They're basically the same guy. Sean and Tiger are the same guy. They're in the same group. They're in that YN group. They're the same person. They are.
But they still the old guy. The old guy was like 8-9 years. They like 9 years.
Man, they're the same. They're the same people, bro. You got trust me. They're the same. 17-year-old, 8 months difference. They're the same guy, man.
See, Coach Eddie,
mentality-wise, possibly,
yeah.
But you got to also.
I don't agree with that.
But you also got to remember. You also got to remember these guys. These guys are all in. No matter what, you're gonna be with somebody because you gotta have somebody around you that's on your team. Because no matter what, why is he by himself over there? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
It was just like him and his mans.
Because I promise you, I'm rolling 20 deep, 20, 30 deep all times. If I'm that sad. Yeah, because it's no way, bro. It's no way. You already know these are the way these are doing.
He ain't got all that money to be buying 20 tickets. That means you got to buy 20
tickets. You talking about for Tiger to move around like that one?
Yeah, because there's no way.
Listen, if he gonna do that, yeah, but like
this is not the streets. It's boxing.
Yeah, this is a business. It's not even supposed to get that person. That's what I'm saying.
You can't fight.
He should have already. He should have already
in the arena. They will arrest your ass.
But then Sean, but then it comes down again to the Haney's. Sean Haney is who, and I agree with Tommy. The little nigga is the one who precipitated this whole incident, and then the bald-headed one threw gasoline on the fire. But if you billing them, if you're gonna bring this little dude around, he gotta be media trained. Because it's obvious he don't care. He have this belief that everything is already taken care of for him. So he feel like he could talk however he wants. And
And
that's
his
not the
family was
case. You
there too.
causing, yeah, that's not the case. You causing your brother opportunities to jump
I'm,
in the
I'm, I'm gonna
ring, to
say something real
commentate.
quick. I'm gonna
Because
say
he did
something.
that.
I
He did
think
that shit. He did that shit
Man,
with Africa,
stop
and
it, man.
Africa be
you
rolling
need
deep
you
in
need
New
to get
York,
some
bro.
white security guard. You need to get some white security guard, but that's the only thing
Nah,
black people
nah,
respect.
but that's what I'm
No,
saying
no,
though. But
I'm
Yeah,
being
get one of
serious
them.
because
Yeah, get some
I'm
Ukrainians.
dead
I
but
serious.
agree.
If he had
that's
some
what I'm
white
saying though.
security guard, that would have
That's what
jumped
I'm
off
saying though.
because
That's what I'm saying.
it's programmed in us not to buck up. I don't
But
know
that's
what it
that.
is.
But that.
They
But
We
got
that's what
strong
I'm
always tough.
saying
discipline.
We
though.
all hold on, man. We always tough against each other.
SBG.
We tough against each other. We gangster. You know, we gangster. We kicking each other door in. We gangster. We run down on each other. As soon as the police come, we ain't gangster no more. We drop our weapons and we surrender peacefully.
They need, but see, that's what I'm
What
saying.
happened
That's
to all
why
that gangster stuff?
it's nasty, Coach Eddie, because we know that this is a way bigger story than Devin commentating and getting in the ring. Who cares? Y'all need to make a fight, irregardless. But the
Hmm.
fact that Tiger, they had this commotion, that's what they want. So it
And
ain't
just
no
like
big. And
Terrence
listen,
Crawford said, you remember what Terrence Crawford said at the Aerosmith press conference? He said, "Why can't we just go?" They always say we get together. Something always pop off. Let's just keep
Hmm.
it cool. Let's conduct ourselves in a professional way and put on a great fight between two great guys. You want to root for your guy? No problem. You want to root for me? That's cool. But every time we get together, whether it's a party,
and
a
tell
graduation, a funeral, whatever the case may be, man, it goes down at funerals, brother.
and
We
look,
don't.
and what did
Yep.
Crawford
I see.
also say, Coach? Crawford also said they wanted me to act the ass. They wanted me to talk crazy. They wanted me to rock the big chains and be all flashy and flamboyant. But he decided not to. So at the end of the day, as an individual, in all situations, you got to be the one to stand up and say what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. You're not going to let somebody egg you into a situation where now you may be out of the ring 3 to 6 months and you were supposed to fight because you
You
got
cost
blood
yourself a
clots in your
payday,
eye.
a paycheck.
Yeah.
But
So
that's but that's
it's
but that's that's the
choices.
that's the ignorance of today's day and age, bro. You gotta remember these guys are not. They don't give a fuck. I'm sorry for using those language, but they don't give a fuck. What fuck do they give? They don't give a fuck. You see these
Zeros.
motherfuckers. You
They
see these
post
little
it all
young
the
motherfuckers.
time.
Yeah, yeah. You see these little more young motherfuckers where I'm at right now. These little young motherfuckers do not give a fuck about life at all.
Nope.
So you
Nope.
think
Juan,
not, but you gotta understand, but you move. You gotta move different. You gotta move. That's
Yeah.
how I know certain people.
Juan,
So
that's
Tiger
real.
knows
Yeah, go ahead,
he gotta
Price.
know, he had to understand because
He's not
if I
them.
go, all right, I just started my brand new project today. We're building a 36 story this time, right? I started, that's why I'm on my way home now, right? Now let's say I'm gonna go hoop, me and B3 hooping. And I'm hooping like I ain't like I'm and I go break my leg. Now I can't go to work tomorrow. So in
Yeah,
boxing terms or reference, if you go get your ass whipped in the street and you get a concussed or you get a busted vessel in your eye, you might
right.
cost yourself a payday.
But that's
You
why
don't
I'm
see
Crazy.
saying
And
Jaleel.
let me
you,
say
You don't
this,
see
Juan.
Jaleel out there
Juan,
acting like that. You don't see Jaleel and Mr. Bernard acting like that.
because but you
I'm
gotta
gonna
I
remember
mean,
say
I
these.
this.
bet.
You,
Dare we say we talking about people that's not in the hood, bro. They these
Yeah,
guys,
but you gotta
and at this point, Tiger has touched a couple 100,000 already. He's living
yeah,
comfortably.
he ain't
but
in the hood.
So
you gotta also remember this kid, right? This
come
kid is not
on.
the first. It's not the first incident with this kid because he tried that shit with Africa in New York. You're not supposed to do that shit, and you
Yeah,
know,
he had like 4 or 5 of his little young guys
yeah,
with him, and they would have
and
jumped. They would have jumped on Africa ass. That's why he
Hmm.
said,
see, but
"Aha,
see,
aha, your brother ain't shit." You know what I'm saying? He
Oh,
just played it
you talking
off.
about
see,
Sean be running around trying to jump on
but
people?
see,
Yeah,
No,
see,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's done
he
it.
he
He's
got
done it
remind me of
before.
crew.
he remind me of
He's done it.
T.I.'s son. T.I.'s son, he
Yeah,
one
he's
of them
done
fake
it
tough
before.
guys. It's always the ones that be looking kind of flimsy and weak. They want to prove themselves all the time.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And Sean is
Nah, I'm
flimsy, and
just nah. They nah,
Sean is
coach. I'm
flimsy,
just
and Sean
joking,
is
coach.
weak.
Don't do that.
If I told you
No,
He a
his
he
little
is.
boxer. He be
Sean
boxing.
is
They be
I would
flimsy.
boxing.
agree
unnecessary
with John. With
license
John.
Sean
up
is
against the
flimsy, and
black
he's
brothers.
weak,
I'm
and he's
not
trying
tough
to prove
against them.
himself. He's trying to fake. He's a fake tough guy. Just like T.I.'s son is flimsy and weak, and he's
Yeah,
running around causing commotion. Talking about what he gonna do, and
Hold
he
on,
ain't
hold
gonna
on,
do
hold
that.
on.
Just like the
Ti
Island
son ain't
boys, are
boxing.
flimsy and weak, running around trying to cause
Nah,
commotion.
I think Ti's son is on the spectrum, and he mixes that with
You saying that
marijuana and
because he look
alcohol.
one? That's bad. That's fucked up.
no, I ain't say nah. He is on the spectrum, right? I ain't say that. That was nothing, but he is on the spectrum. You can
He
tell he's on
is.
the spectrum. You can tell. You know when you look at somebody, they're on the spectrum.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, he do look a little
I
yeah.
never forget he online with Ti talking like he from the hood, and that man said, "Bro, you never even been to your grandmama's house. What are you talking about?"
Crazy.
Anybody here know Cold
And I
Smoke?
don't understand what the fascination is about the hood. But you trying to get
Hold
out to
on,
get
coach.
told,
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying. That's why
Yeah,
all this relating to
crazy.
the hood. This is a business situation. Tiger was there for business. I thought he was trying to get a
Well,
fight, and so that's what he should have played them kids off.
But he
Talk
was
trash to him if he don't want,
well, you
and
he
remember
keep it
was
you
there
remember
for
moving.
what
Shushu
Regis
too.
Progress? You remember what
Oh, he
Regis
was there for
Progress
Shusha.
said,
You're right.
Coach?
Yeah,
You're
because he
right.
was he was
You
still there. He was there. He was in the locker room with Shushu at
Yeah,
the
so he
you
fight.
stayed. Wow.
Yeah, he had the glasses on and everything. Yeah, no, him and Shushu are tight. They're good friends.
you remember
Yeah, so
what
he was there.
you remember what Regis Progress said, Coach? Y'all went to a private school. Maybe Sean Haney internalized that. Cause Dev at the point he's a grown man. He got money. He don't care about that stuff. That's stupidity.
Well, yeah, he's definitely. I mean, he's definitely gonna want to stand up for himself like any other man,
See,
right?
but them kids see you. You see what I'm saying? But them kids wouldn't be
And
doing that
that's
shit.
why
Where,
Bill has 4 and 5 and 6 additional people around.
yeah. See,
Man,
but that's
Bill
why that's
security
not.
guards are trash.
Nah, Bill.
Devin Haney's
I,
whole security detail is
Yeah, yeah.
unprofessional
Cause
and
that was
garbage.
Man,
not
that
I
hold
good.
think
on.
Bill. I think Bill got all that security after the Bernard situation.
Man, you need people around you to make to fight,
Man,
man.
shut your ass
This
up,
is
Philly.
real life. Like these people not playing. You think somebody won't haul off and steal Bill? You outside your mind. Then they throw a
Man,
beer can and hit Bill in the top of the head.
Mm-hmm.
You
Bill
think
worried
these people
about the
not playing around? You
Bill worried
somebody
about
come and
that
walk
guy
up on
coming
you
and
with a
asking
shank or
him.
anything.
That's a fact. That's a
And
fact.
that's why
That's a
and
fact.
that's why they need to I'm hoping God willing, Tiger can get paid and get kind of made whole, or at least get a fight or get paid, and that way everybody would kind of be able to say, okay, Tiger was able to get made whole. Because if somebody feels like they was done wrong, they might do something to you. That could very well happen.
I agree. I agree.
So like
I,
it's
I
not this
I
is not
feel
a
bad.
game.
I feel bad for Dev and Bill because everybody's kind of getting on them, and they didn't do anything wrong, in my opinion. I thought they did what they were supposed to do in any situation like that, right? The only thing I will criticize is I don't think Bill was trying to do anything wrong intentionally. I didn't like the fact that he grabbed Tiger rather than grabbing the other people because that could have escalated more. And I think his intentions were good, but it's like if me and somebody here got into like we're together and the person that one of you guys were in a fight and then all of a sudden somebody jumped on y'all, I grabbed you instead of grabbing one of them, you might swing on me, you feel me? So because I know I'd be tight, like why are you grabbing me for? So I think that's the only thing that he was done wrong, but I don't think he had bad intentions on it. So
I
but
think
I
Bill in
kind of
his
feel bad for
mind.
them, but they got to talk to this kid because this kid, listen, this is not the first time he be mouthing off and talking slick to people,
They
you
all
know.
do that though. You got to remember how these teenagers' mouths are.
I
Back
don't
when we
think
were
which
young,
I
Tommy.
see.
Listen, real quick. When we were young, Tommy, you remember we'd be in the neighborhood. We wouldn't say a cuss word around a grown up we never ever seen before. Remember them
Nah,
times?
my aunt would slap me silly, bro.
Now they cuss a grown. I seen a 12-year-old on a train, a kid my age cuss a grown man out
But
on a train coming home from the city one time.
but
I'm
but
Yeah.
like, yo,
prize, but
It's mad
prize.
disrespectful.
Sean
People are
Sean
crazy.
and
But
Dev.
if it was any other kid, they would have been like, "Where's his father? Where's the parents?" Like somebody
yeah,
that
But the
channels
two
that.
of
He
them
was
That's
there.
his
boys
Hold on,
daddy
grew
Kerry
was
didn't hear
there. His
that. He was
daddy
yeah,
was right there.
yeah. That's what I'm
but the
saying.
two
If
of
it
them
was
boys
reversed, they
grew
would
up
have
in
done.
the
That's what they
same
would have done,
house.
bro.
So how does Devin Haney come out as such a respectable young man, and then the other
Listen,
one is a
Sean,
punk?
hold on. You're just looking at him that way because he's having fun.
He's a mouthy punk.
Um he's
Who?
putting in a lot of work. The thing is this, right? He's not an Amari Jones. He's not a what I'm saying? He's not like
He
an
nothing.
Abdullah Mason. He's he's a little out there, right? Um at the end of the day, he gonna have to stand. He gonna have to show us. I mean, he getting in that ring too. That's all I'm saying. We gonna get to see
Man.
because if somebody either gonna put hands on him or what I'm saying, maybe he's gifted. We gonna see.
I'm
Man, that
pretty
dude ain't
sure.
gonna be nothing, man. That
I'm
dude
pretty
gonna be
sure his
cooked,
dad's
brother.
gonna. I'm pretty sure his dad will tell him, "Look, we businessmen first, fighters second. So you got to move a certain way. We kind of conduct interviews in business, and you acting like a maniac. And then I told the old head boy, yo, you gotta diffuse that stuff. You know what I mean? Because I think
I'd fire him.
the ball, I ain't gonna fire him because you don't know if that's his family, you don't know who he is. You just tell him respectfully, you know what I mean? And then you de-escalate, and I tell my young boy, you can talk that boxing ish, but then the ball head dude was like, I'll slap the ish out of you. You feel me? Like you
Yeah.
talking to he's a kid. You know what I mean? Talk to me like that. That's where I think that's why I don't really not too pissed off at the ball head dude. You know what I mean? Because he's there to beat that. Where he would to back up. You know what I mean? And DHP, they move like a military. Because when you hear Bill tell them DHP, we rolling, everybody moves. Bill was right there. So the kid probably was, going a little popping too much, you know what I'm saying? But Tiger, as the bigger, fighter, or the bigger name or the grown up, the adult, allegedly, in this situation, you gotta tell you, I wouldn't even talking to Sean. I'd have been talking to the ball head boy the whole time. Yo, get your young boy. Get your young boy. And I know it's just me and my mans. I'm looking at all of them. I'm like, I'm not finna get packed out right then. Man, ain't no way. I would have been like, you got it. But you know what? Get your young boy. I'd have walked away and talk ish. Something like
But
that.
see, you don't listen. You don't
And then
always
when
know.
they would
That's
have
what
told me, and
okay,
then if they would have
Charles.
tried to grind me up on the internet, I'd have been like, man, you ain't see all them little YNs. They not finna stroll me out. You know what I mean? Y'all boys is wild. I ain't
Shower
mad
like
at him.
y'all in here. How you doing, Shower? Good to see you.
Fuck
I'm
you want me
good.
to do? Fuck out of here, goofy ass nigga.
I'm appalled.
Whoa.
Damn.
I am appalled by y'all. I think accountability could be
What are you appalled
had
by,
all
Freaky
the way
Diki?
around because a lot of people are blaming Tiger. None of us knew how old Sean really was until before any of this because ain't nobody really checking for Sean like that. But none of you grown men would allow some punk teenager to be talking shit to you without asking him what you say. You be trying to check him the same way Tiger did. Tiger was minding his own damn business before that boy walked up to him and said, look at me, or whatever the hell he was saying. And then Bill Jr. jumps in and swings at Tiger. And then everybody,
Bill
oh,
Jr.
that is Bill Jr.
Hold on, who is
That
Bill? Hold on, little Bill
the
ain't.
bald-headed dude is Bill Jr.
Yeah, they kind of do look alike. Just
The
minus the
dude
hair.
who
The
swung
I
and
didn't.
glasses
hit
and the
Tiger in the
beard.
eye is
Yeah, that look like Bill.
Shamar Canal
Yeah.
Shamar
is
was there. Yeah,
that's who the white coat, puffy coat with the white and black puffy coat who hit Tiger in the eye. That's Shamar Canal.
yeah.
So why is Bill rolling around? Y'all asking why is
These are.
Tiger
Hold on,
there?
hold on. That's the team, though. Shower. You just laid it out. All those is boxers. Those they signed to be in.
Well,
DHP.
Bill
Yeah.
Jr. technically isn't, right? But the thing
You
is
talking about Bill's son, oldest son, Bill Jr.?
Bill Jr. Yes, with
He
the glasses
he's
and the
part of the
bald head.
security
Oh, you're talking.
detail.
Oh,
He's part of the
Yeah,
security
Yeah,
detail.
he is. He's part of security, but the other ones,
yeah. So they all supposed to be
y'all
there.
are asking why is Tiger there? Well, why the hell does they got cousins and friends and everybody from the Bay there? They don't belong there. I mean, at least Tiger's there for his
Tiger
friends.
has a right to be there. It's a fight.
Exactly.
It's a fight.
He is a
Yeah, 1000%.
fighter and he's there
Or
supporting
media or whatever.
Khrushchev. So he has the right to be there.
Everybody does. We all do.
I
Even
mean,
us.
technically you do, but why are they rolling around with 20 dudes and they keep getting into altercations? And they really need to check Sean. Sean should know better as having a professional brother. He's trying to become a professional. Your dad is a promoter, professional. Check your damn kids. I'll say this for Tiger. At least he should have maybe tried to talk to Bill Jr. and say, hey, man, your brother is talking shit. He's getting out of pocket. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about cousin.
That's what I was
He's getting
saying,
out of
sis. I would
pocket.
have been talking to the bald head dude, like, get your young boy.
But see, look how
I would
he
have blew him
addressed
off.
him.
I'd have
It
blew
was
him out and waved
aggressive.
him off like a gnat. Like, get your young boy.
It was aggression. So I mean, at that point, I think. But and for people saying he went after Sean, he didn't go after Sean. He responded to Bill Jr. swinging at him. Like people just be out here saying anything. You can see it all in front of your eyes. It's just
It
it's
was
very
all wrong at the end of the day. It's
yeah, it's
no,
all
it looked like a bunch of monkey-ish to me. And
exactly.
and at the end of the day,
Whoa.
I rock with Devin. I rock with Tiger, but on the flip side, if I'm Tiger and I know that I'm a professional fighter, I gotta watch how I move. Cause now his eyes, he got a busted vessel in his eye, so he can't rumble. He can't
Yeah.
even get offered a payday now.
That's why I said it's accountability
Somebody
all
keep calling my phone, and that's just like I said. That's just like I do.
There you
I
go.
build buildings, right? If I break my leg, I can't go into work tomorrow. What was I doing? Why was I out there rollerblading or something? Or you see what I'm saying? Why was I out there hooping?
But
Yeah.
here's the
Certain
thing.
people gotta learn how to keep it funny.
That's
Do
it.
you
Where's
do
y'all?
you not do you not defend yourself? Do you
He's
not
breaking
defend
up.
yourself?
Yeah, but
Absolutely, but
for sure. But
We
if
heard,
I'm outnumbered, like I said, I would have
we
been
didn't even hear
backing up.
anything you said.
it's
And then
not
he
even.
said, "That's it.
I'm
That's
not
where I
getting
laughed."
packed out. I'm not getting packed
That's
out. I don't got
funny.
nothing to prove. I ain't no street nigga.
And
I ain't no.
maybe he didn't
I'm a
expect him
boxer.
to
I don't
be
got nothing
such
to prove to
punk
y'all.
and pack him out. Maybe he thought it would be a one-on-one thing. Why the hell
Hell
did
no, that was
why
dumb.
Ah,
Shamar punch
Hell
him in
no,
the
ain't
eye
no
like
right
that?
man, ain't no man gonna think no dumb ish like that. How
It
in the
yeah.
should
hell
it
you think you're
should
not
it
gonna get
shouldn't
No,
pulled
even
over?
be
yeah.
that. It shouldn't even been a fight anyway
Yeah, but
because
Anyway,
True.
Tiger's a professional boxer. If he fights
guys,
Sean,
like I said
that's gonna make
before,
him look bad because you got a professional
what he,
fighter
like I said
fighting
before,
a
once he put his
civilian.
hands in our
That's
face,
not good. It
Well, I'm
doesn't
sure
matter.
he knew
I'll be
Shamar,
right back,
and I'm
B3.
sure he
All right,
had
so
an
long.
idea who Bill was. Maybe
yeah,
he didn't, because
yeah.
like I
But at
said,
the
that
end of
man
the
was
day,
minding his own
like I
business.
said, he made a threat. Once he put hands in the face, that's a natural
That is a
reaction.
threat. Yes, I agree. That's why I said, are you wrong for defending
To
yourself?
me, it's just a natural reaction.
And he's a fighter at the end of the day. We ain't
He's
gonna act
not.
like
That's what I'm saying. Like
a
you have to.
random regular man is
But
gonna
hold on,
swing
but
back.
you can't have a knee jerk reaction if you by yourself 1 on 12 and somebody puts a hand in your face. The best thing you can do is try to remove yourself from that situation. Don't try to be a tough guy because you're gonna wind up getting yourself
Yeah,
stomped
Yeah, I
out.
can understand that, but
You know, stop trying to.
I
Like I
understand
said, the
that, coach. But
graveyard is
coach,
full of tough guys. You know, sometimes you got to live to fight
you're
another
right.
day. Okay,
You're
you got the ups and
1,000%
downs. It
correct.
is what it is. Let's move
Yeah.
on. It's just like if you got your family with
No,
you,
but
your
coach.
wife and your kids. Hold on, wait. Let me say something. You got your wife, your family, your kids with you. You're gonna try to address somebody just because they threaten your manhood and put your whole family in jeopardy just because you try to prove something. No, there's a place and a time. Now, this is not the place nor the time because my wife, my kids are here. I can't handle you right now. I can't address this. You can say whatever you have to say. As long as you don't put your hands on them, we're good. But you can say whatever you want to say. I don't care. You're not
I
gonna
think
hurt me. You're
you're
not gonna make me
1,000.
feel a certain type of way. You're not gonna make me feel less than. I got my wife, and my kids here. Matter of fact, I'm exercising a lot of restraint here because I have my wife and my kids here.
1000%.
Yeah. No, I think you're right 1,000%. But what I'm trying to tell you is, yeah, like if I'm in the streets and it's a different scenery, it's a different setting, right?
Yeah.
Here it's supposed to be a bunch of so-called professionals, and nobody else was really on that type of time except at that moment, except Sean and whoever. Bill Jr. I didn't know that was Bill Jr. or Bill Jr. because they're the ones that's mouthing off. Everybody else at that moment is not in that type of time. So in my eyes, if I'm in that situation, it's between now it's me and him. I don't see anybody else being as aggressive in that situation.
facts.
I don't
I
until
got
after the fact is over.
I
Until
got
after he puts
feet.
hands
I
in my
got feet,
face
and
and
I
I
can walk
retaliate.
away from the
Because the other kid
situation.
on the side,
I got feet. I can move.
I understand that,
I
but
don't
they're
have to
mouthing each
stand
other
there.
away from a distance. The ball-headed guy jumped at him first. It's not like they were close. He came towards him, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. And like I said, it's a different setting. If the setting's outside and I see 12 guys and I know they on that type of time, you bet you got it. I'll be like, you know what, you got it, and then come back another day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, in that particular setting, in that type of time that those people are on, it was weird. The guy, the other guy, Mo, whoever that guy was with the black and white, he was saying nothing. He was just looking. He came and he did the
You were
sucker
just
punch on the
waiting to
side.
jump
You know what I'm
in
saying?
and
So
be a
like,
little jerk.
it's hard
Shamar
to
couldn't
tell when
have to do
adrenaline is moving. Yeah, when adrenaline is pumping and you're one-on-one like that, mouthing off, and somebody come at you, it's a natural reaction sometimes. I'm just saying, it's not as easy as it sounds, bro.
Oh no, it is as easy as it sounds because you got to be. That's why you have to be aware of your surroundings at all times. It's like you have to be on scan mode. You got to walk around. That's called not being aware of what's going on. You just caught up. You have tunnel vision. So you got to be aware of all time of everything while you're around you. You always got to be aware of your surroundings. If you should be able to peep who's with who, You know they're not with you. So if they're not with you, they're with them. So I need to get myself in a position so I don't get surrounded and people don't get behind me. And I need to get away as far away from this situation as possible because this is not conducive for me.
I can agree with that, Coach.
That's fair. That's fair.
I can agree with it, but at the end of the day, I think Bill Jr. definitely should have asked him what's the problem instead of saying that's a kid. That's a kid. Why not find out what's the problem? Why are you hollering at my little brother? Why not do that? Like, I mean, it's all water under the bridge at this point. But what I'm not here for, and I don't be caring to hear, is that it really is Tiger's fault when that kid started it. And he always got his mouth running. They really need to check Sean. And they need to stop rolling around with like 10, 20 dudes. It's crazy. They shouldn't even be allowed in venues with all them people like that.
Man,
they continue to have issues.
It's 20,000 people at the venue. It's 10,000 people. I'm watching it right now. I'm watching part of the footage, unfortunately.
Not at the weigh-in.
At the weigh-in.
At the weigh-in.
But even then, I'm looking right now, it's like 250, 300 people there.
So, but they can stop them coming or they can let Bill know ahead of time, Bill, you cannot bring more than your security detail. And yourself, Sean can go. Of course, Devin's going to go. But they need to cut down the amount of people they be rolling around with. It's crazy. Let's go. Yeah. And people think that's cute because they all move in a unit. 10 dudes ready to jump on anybody for something stupid. And Sean acting like a YN. He's not.
I'm watching it right. Hold on. Let me just say this, Shaw, and I'm with you. I'm with you 1,000%. The only thing is this. It sounds like a lot, but 20 people could really just be. You got Bill, who he's a granddad, and okay, of course they're gonna have their security who's actually paid, right? So that's a couple people. You got your sons, that's 3. Right, then each of your son, like his son is gonna have their friends. That's like 4 or 5 little young guys. Devin has his people, his personal team. I see Danny there. So yeah, it does turn into 20 guys, but that's almost all essential people. Like you can't tell. Now let me say this: you can't. If we go into an event, how you gonna say, okay, my son's friends that he box with, that he hang out with every day, or they work out with each other, you know what I'm saying, that they can't come? I mean, if it's 2 or 3 or 4 of them, they gonna come. So it's unfortunate that it kind of got to a point where it couldn't just stay like promotion funny because everybody's not gonna play those SMD games and say whatever you want to me games, especially not in person. So I understand why Tiger took it offensive. It definitely went that way, and I mean, hopefully, like I said before, hopefully they can make him whole from it, so that way we can just get back to boxing.
I think you just made a total excuse for being able to bring some goofy YNs around. That's unnecessary. Just your friends are not necessary. If you're conducting business, because they were there, because Devin was actually supposed to commentate at the fight, but because of all that, he didn't even get to be there that night to commentate. So yeah, he's part of the crew when they were doing commentary for the weigh-in as well. All them extra dudes is not necessary. Your security detail, sure. Your personal assistants and stuff like that, okay. But just friends? No, especially when they have a history of starting stuff with people. They know I get to limit y'all was talking about the venue and how they can be accountable. At the end of the day, then I'm gonna have to limit because I know you have a history. They absolutely can do that, and they probably should. If you're not like Tiger's there, he's a fighter.
All right, so we going. So hold on, Shaw. So let me get this straight. UNTD and Coach Eddie, you went on this. Y'all want to ban Sean the Gift from?
I said Sean is different. Sean is also a fighter.
Hold on,
He can
man.
buy a
And he's
ticket.
Devin's the
part
dream.
of Devin, and but he's not a friend. He's not Sean's friend or a
I want to say,
cousin.
something like where I live at. In a lot of places, they're like this. Like at a certain time, if you're under the age of 18 or whatever the age limit they said, you got to go home because y'all don't know how to act. Or you have to be accompanied by an adult. You can't just have like I think where I'm at like 17 whatever. You got a curfew. You getting kicked out of a lot of these places right here because they had too many incidents where these teenagers get together and they do stupid stuff, flash mob, fights, breaking it. And even some of these people go to these car meets and they're riding around. And this is not just black kids. These are white kids also. It's something about when you're that young, you're stupid. And you do stupid stuff and you don't think and you're very impulsive. You see these kids that are at these car meets and they're doing donuts and racing and doing all this stuff. So it happens on both ends. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Black kids do this, white kids do this too. It's something about being that young. It just goes along with being stupid. And you think you know everything. You won't listen to anybody. And especially when you're a young man, everything is a threat to your manhood. Because you're not yet a man. You're trying to figure out how to be a man. So you was taught being aggressive and being tough and being hyper masculine was the definition of manhood, and being violent against other people. It's what manhood's about. You know what I'm saying? Now being a man is getting up, going to work every day, taking care of your family, through whatever, thick and thin, being consistent. That's a man. Not all this going to prison, that's a badge or right of honor or something like that, or just being violent against your own people. I don't know what it is, but they gotta chill because they're gonna take the media's gonna take it, and even always saying the N-word at press conferences, always calling each other the N-word in public. It's ignorant and it's stupid, and it's embarrassing. And it makes you look like a buffoon. It makes you look like a clown. When you're up there at a press conference and you calling another black person the N-word. And the white people just looking real awkward because they don't know what to say. They just act like they don't even hear it. They ignore it because it's very awkward to say that in a room full of white people. I just removed that word from my vocabulary a very long time ago. To each his own. You say whatever you want to say. I'm just saying it sounds weird. It's like nails on a chalkboard. To see how these boxers act. It's called a gentleman's sport. You need to behave as such. Shouldn't be a clown or a buffoon. We've been through that era already. It's time to clean this sport up, along with the activities in the ring and out of the ring antics. Not just in the ring, we got to clean up the out of the ring stuff too. Get boxing back to where it used to be.
I agree with that.
I agree. I agree 1,000%. But can I just let me address this guy in the chat. Aircraft carrier, listen, we try to explain it to you inside in a professional setting and outside, two different things. But what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. But also, I've been around these people. I've been at these events. You're taking it from a guy that's been experienced, has seen things, and spoken to a lot of these people. So I'm not just some person on the sidelines. I had almost an incident with Sean last year. It was petty and stupid, but I had to set my ground because he tried to test me. Right. And I'm not going to go into details. I told some people about it already. And I'm not the only one. My point is this, and I think Coach was on the money with this, right? It's a professional setting, right? They have done this before. This is not the first time, right? So whether you want to say Tiger's right or wrong, whatever, opinion is opinion. But you got repetitive, issues that's happening, repetitive situations. Like something has to tell you, look, there's a problem here, bro. You know what I'm saying? And this kid has been a problem for a minute, and it's always been some type of issue with this group. So there's got to be eyes set on him. And this is why I said when I first came up is that the ring, they should be at fault with this, because giving out all the credentials to so many people in an event where only certain limited media people get credentials. Mind you, I usually get credentials for these events. I didn't. Why? What was the excuse they gave me in the email? The email said because it was overcrowded, over credential, whatever, something like that. But basically, too many people asked for it. So it's limited to a certain amount on the floor. It's open to the public, but you can't cross a certain barrier. When you're in a professional setting, They're supposed to provide the security and keep everybody safe. So MSG has their own security detail. If you want to have one security guard, fine, whatever. I'm sure they'll give it that. But when you start giving people 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, for one, I think that's very unfair, especially when these people when this situation when a situation like this has happened before at previous events, and now you're gonna have eyes on them. So like somebody mentioned about Sean, should he be banned from whatever? No, I think he gets spoken to, and I think lessons have got to be learned or whatever, and I think eventually you let him back, but there'll be eyes on him. There'll be eyes on them. There should be eyes on them, like to watch and make sure what they're doing. Because listen, if it was me that got a credential at that event, right, and I did something that was out of the ordinary or something that was not that doesn't go by their rules, I'd be banned. I'll never get a credential again from that promotion. And I've seen it happen with Top Rank with a few of my friends where they got banned over some dumb shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so if it's for me, it's for everybody, because as Coach was saying, and as I was saying, and other people saying, it's a professional setting, right? This ain't the streets. You're supposed to act like a professional, and show some sort of respect the venue and respect the promotional company, and that gave you the credential to be at this event. That's all I'm saying. As far as it, for you to say that I'm acting like it's 10 Crips and 10 Bloods, no, I'm giving you different scenarios, because if you haven't experienced something like this before in your life, you're really not going to know what I'm talking about, as far as adrenaline, as far as being jumped before, as far as being sucker punched and stuff like that. So like I said, I think everybody's wrong in this situation. But as far as who started it, people saying that Tiger started it, I think that's ludicrous, bro. And it's just an opinion. But don't come up here and tell me like I'm sounding like some Crip or some Blood or stuff like that, because I'm not a street dude, right? I've been in situations, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, if people don't understand it, and people may not realize it unless it happens to them, right? Because then when it happens to you, then you're gonna have a total different, point of view. That's all I'm saying.
All I gotta say is, did the extra people did they conduct themselves like some street people? They did. That wasn't necessary. So yeah, I don't know. Like you said, it's all opinions. We all have them. We all gonna see it a different way. And I said I was appalled because people were actually blaming Tiger. Y'all don't have to take that personal. It's just my view. We don't have to agree. It is what it is. It just never should have happened. And they shouldn't be trying to jump people. Y'all are all professional boxers or some type of affiliate. They should know better. Shout out to Coach. Shout out to Thomas. Yeah, I feel like y'all are on point with saying, yeah, these people should know better, man. They should know better. And I still stick to what I say. Don't allow them to be bringing these extra dudes around, because this just causes problems. If you're not going to check them, let them know we're about to go into this setting. Y'all need to keep your noses clean. There's a problem. Y'all need to have a conversation about it. Don't be swinging on nobody. You shouldn't have to tell no grown people that anyway. And Sean should know better. At the end of the day, I'm still going to hold to that. Most importantly, I don't care if Tiger was grilling Bill, then keep it pushing. He didn't say nothing to Bill. I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm with y'all. Definitely keep your hands to yourself unless you're getting paid, because it's gonna cost you. Like I'm saying, somebody's gonna have to pay some sort of penalty. Tiger already had to pay. I just was watching the footage over here, and I mean, he was kind of like in a shock position on the ground on his back when they pulled him up. So his mouth was bloody. Vessel popped in his eye. So this is not a good look, and it's unfortunate that it came to that. So I mean, do I want to see Tiger versus Devin? Yes,
I do. I've been saying that.
I want to see it, and I wanted to see it before this. It didn't have to come to this. This makes it better, but still, it's not gonna be next, right?
No, heck no.
So Tiger still has to be able to get past this in the right way.
Well, people are upset
Because
because
this is
he's
not a
filing
this is
charges.
not a good. Oh, so he did file charges. Okay.
Yeah, he filed charges. I mean, when the part you're talking about when he was on the floor, look, I don't know. None of us know for sure. All I can say is what we could actually see. That's Bill holding him there, and the people that are stomping on there, they weren't stomping on Bill, y'all. They were stomping on Tiger, and you could clearly see Bill Jr. pull Tiger's leg out and stomp on him some more. So I'm saying I feel like he has the right to file charges. And I'm not mad at that man because they jumped him and they didn't have to do that. It is what it is. And y'all can say
Yeah,
that.
that's what. But that's what I'm saying. And I agree with you. Now, I want to pivot, but I hear what you're saying, and you're making me think it from a different perspective, right? Like, if there is somebody that's an aggressive person, he has to be kind of subdued in the best way possible. Now, police, they might have billy clubs, or they might have pepper spray, or they might put hands on you, right? It might be 4, 5, or 6 of them, right? Now, Tiger ain't no little boy. If he start getting to throwing these punches, he gonna put some people down. So, I mean, they handle him aggressively. Um, I mean, like you saying, hopefully he can kind of get covered for not being able to fight. He probably gonna be out 3 to 6 months, so hopefully he can get some form of they can cover him or whatever. They can work something out, and then he can get back to boxing. But that's just what it is, man. I mean, when you aggressive, that's why I always say, like, man, you always got to control your emotions. Be cognizant of what could potentially happen and what you actually have to live for. What are your goals? Is this going to deter you from what your destination is? If it's not, because you can because Tiger can now get some buku, get a little couple dollars and still get a fight. It's good for Tiger. But for everybody else that's not in a position, right? We always have to be cognizant of what's going to happen, on that reaction to that action. You know what I'm saying? For every action, there's a
Yeah,
reaction.
I agree with that. That's why I say Tiger does hold some accountability. I'm not
Mhm.
dismissing him at all. They all do.
I don't
But
think
that's
he
what I'm
do.
saying. When you're
I don't think
20,
he
all I'm saying
do.
is this, and I'll end it. When you 28, 29 years old, you have to be able to subdue situation or avoid confrontation. You know what I'm saying? Or find ways to navigate it. Now, certain things are unavoidable. So if y'all tell me, oh no, that was unavoidable, I'll say, okay. Then, praying for Tiger, hopefully he heals up and hopefully he gets some money. But certain things we gotta try to avoid, especially when it's going, cost you some money or your health. Cause these guys
Yo,
are not playing.
hey, B3, can I say something? People, this also hurts your earning potential because you got how you gonna get these sponsorships?
Good
You
point.
can't be hurling around. I mean, only people that can do that is Ryan Garcia. He's the only guy that can use the N word with impunity and
Facts.
get rewarded for it. You can't do that. Like people want to clown Anthony Joshua, but guess what? This man is a generational wealth. He was able to channel himself and be a total professional at all times, except for the meltdown that he had in the ring with Usyk when he threw the rings out the ring. But you don't really hear too much outside the ring stuff, whether it's in dealing with females or baby mamas or getting locked up by the police. You're hurting your earning potential. Boxing, uh, sponsorships were big in boxing back in the day. The Wheaties, the Gatorade, they always wanted to put some type of boxer be associated with some type of famous boxer. You don't see that no more. Why? You got to ask
Let me
yourself,
uh
like,
let me
right
do this,
guard.
coach.
Yeah.
Shout out to BBO in the building, Cleveland zone. Hey, we talking about this situation, man. They saying Tiger and foul charges on um Team Haney. What's your thoughts, man? And do you feel like uh he should get a few dollars for pretty much having to be out of the ring for probably about 3 to 6 months?
They just trying to get a check at the end of the day, man. But I would do the law. I would throw the lawsuit away if you guarantee me a fight. I said, you guarantee me a fight, I drop the lawsuit or drop the charge or whatever the case may be. I just want something in writing say you're gonna give me a fight.
I don't think he should be suing DHP. I think the lawsuit, if he, first of all, him getting beat up by the door, that's on him. Like, that's why I'm saying he's at fault for that. Like, because once it was separated after the first time, but I think the lawsuit should be against the promotional company, not against DHP. But
I mean, I don't know who he filed charges on, but definitely Bill and Devin had to turn themselves in.
No, yeah, but that don't mean they're gonna get sued. They gotta maybe press some type of criminal charges.
That's what I think I was talking about. It's
but like as far as like a lawsuit, I don't think he can sue DHP. You're right, over an altercation. Like, I think he has a better case of suing the promotional company. But that's just my opinion, and I don't think he should sue at all. You know what I'm saying? I think he just got
definitely not the ring. Yeah, because he can get a couple $100,000 out of the ring and no fight. He might as well just wait and get a fight.
Yeah, that too.
Because he's right in position. He can get Karen, Brian Norman,
he's number 7 under Devin.
Yeah,
so
he can get Polanco.
Polanco, right?
Because I don't think he wins. I don't think he wins a case, and if he does, if he wins, it's gonna lose for him in the future because nobody's gonna want to do anything with him.
Yeah, so I'm not saying he's suing. I just want to be clear. I said he pressed charges.
Oh, okay.
So that's criminal.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
saying charges, or did the state pick it up?
That's a good question. I have no idea, Coach.
Because a lot of times you don't have to press charges. The state will pick it up automatically.
You're correct. So I'm not sure. All I know is Bill and Devin had to turn themselves in, and people were talking smack to him about pressing charges. And it may not have been him. Like you said, the police might have just filed that. So it is what it is.
It looked like, from what TMZ said, the district attorney seen the tape and she filed charges.
See, so the state did pick it up. But that happened.
So it wasn't Tiger. Not only that, the district attorney just puts a feather in their cap. It could be an election year, whatever the case may be. They always looking for some high profile stuff, man. That's all. Just like
they're gonna do it too.
Just like with Tank, that's a national man hand for this guy. They like this man. They ain't taking up for Tank, but
it's a sad situation no matter how you look at it, man. Tiger, he got beat to death. I'm sure that's not what he wanted. Off some nerd. I mean, it just sucks, man. The whole thing is bad. We seen Sean Haney. That's a dude you'll give a swirly to. I mean,
your video is diabolical, man.
Video be crazy.
Hey, man, shout out to that dweeb Sean Haney, man. I mean, what a dweeb, man. Somebody should have get. I wish I would have had my daughter there to give him a wedgie.
I think he's deserving of that for sure.
I mean, I'll be honest. I can't speak nowhere else in Cleveland. dudes are led 17-year-old too. They make 17-year-old caskets too. So I'm just glad it didn't go as far as it could have went, because I know Tiger's from the hood while even I don't go. So I mean, shout out to Tiger. I'm glad that he showed restraint and nobody lost their lives, because I know in Cleveland they like to unalive people. So I'm just glad nobody got their life taken, man. Because I know if that was here, I don't think Bill or Devin would have left. I know it. I've seen it. I've seen them pull athletes. Denzel Ward got pulled out of his car here. They don't really play that in Cleveland. So I'm just glad nobody got hurt too bad. But the cool thing about it, as my mom used to say all the time, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So shout out to everybody that won a stupid prize that's on the way.
Well, so what's gonna be next for Tiger Johnson, BBO?
From what I heard, Tiger's he definitely not gonna sue the ring, because he got like a deal that he's trying to get on the ring. He's trying to get off that pro box stuff. So he's in position, I think, to try to fight I think Rocha got a fight, if I'm not mistaken. He's trying to get the winner. But Tiger Johnson just don't need this whole thing right now. He just don't need this right now. And like I said, shout out to the most diabolical people in boxing, man. Sean Haney, we got a new devil with him. I mean, that dude.
Not even me.
They was banning him.
Nobody grown like that.
Not this guy.
I had to represent my daughter. We was at Sam's Club. She told a lady to move out the way. I said, "What the hell is wrong with you?" I said it right there. What the hell is wrong? Who telling to move out the way? These kids, that's how they do it, man. You got to check them, man.
Thank you, BVO.
Yeah.
People really need to teach their kids. We used to, but it's like people feel like they wanted to give their kids better, so they just allow them to do anything.
I had to tell my daughter the other day, this ain't no effing Instagram. What the hell you doing? She was pushing past somebody to get. We was at I don't know if you guys ever heard of Sweet Frog, and she pushing past people to get the Sweet Frog. I'm like, you gotta chill. Nobody care that you a kid. They'll knock you out here. We was in the ghetto, of course, but it's just that simple, man. You gotta check your kids, man. So shout out to Screech, aka Sean Haney. He did exactly what he wanted. I don't know why. I'm not gonna. I don't know why Tiger let Screech get him all upset.
Man,
But
did they
it is
say
what it is.
Bill Jr. threw the first punch? They say.
And if he did, get that monkey a banana, man, because that's stupid, man. Like they getting too much money for that.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just being real. See, if you're from the hood, you know how hard it is to get an opportunity like what they have. I mean, I'm just being honest. When I
You
played
gonna stay in the big house? Well, you got a problem with that?
I'll be honest. When I played in the league, it was yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. It was never me trying to be tough, abrasive, or anything. I just think people have lost common decency and decorum. I mean, you should if I'm sitting by my 17-year-old son, you don't talk to grown people. You just don't.
And people are selective.
Yeah.
People are selective of when they feel what is right and what is wrong. I mean, nobody even cares what's right and wrong anymore. It's selective on what is right and wrong. And I think what everybody did that day is wrong, but people are justifying it, and it's crazy. One way or the other.
But this is the first time Screech did this. Remember, Screech said he woke up and Allah told him that Ryan was going to pop dirty. I mean,
I tell you what, when my sons were 17,
that's Sean the gift.
when my sons were 17, they knew either me or their father would get all off in their butt if they talked to an adult that way, or they knew to expect that adult, you know what I mean, is gonna say something back to them, and they might put hands. Like there's consequences. Like Bella was saying, there's consequences for your actions. My 17-year-old sons knew that. That's what I'm saying. Bill should have been taught Sean that. And especially because they're professionals in this type of sport. So you would think he'd know that. But I think it's a little bit of privilege there,
the money changes you, Shaw. I think
listen.
Bill, you thinking about how Bill would be probably a couple of years ago, but from what I'm hearing, Bill has touched some major money now. So
that's what I'm saying. It's
the same
privilege.
Bill.
That's privilege.
He's not the same Bill he used to be.
Yeah, you ain't telling your children, because Devin, I would never see Devin conducting himself in this way. Even now, even though Devin get on social media, but that's different. But in public, Devin knows how to conduct himself. But Sean, being
Hold
young,
on, Devin and his friends jumped that boy in the park.
That boy was messing with them, though.
That boy was messing with them, man. Stop being corny.
And Devin walked off too. Devin didn't get involved. Devin took a
Devin threw a punch, coach.
But he wasn't trying to hit him though,
That's
bro.
a punch.
He wasn't trying to hit
Did he have to pay some? Hold on, this is what I'm gonna say. Did he punch the dude? All I'm gonna say is this: Did the dude get some bread?
Did Shakur punch that lady in the back of the head?
Did she get some bread? Didn't he say he had to pay out the ass for that? So all I'm gonna say is this, man: get this nigga Tiger Johnson $250,000, and God willing, he'll be okay.
I mean, I'm gonna just tell you this: Tiger Johnson's is papered up, man. He drive the AMG around the city, bro. He's not broke.
Now I think you need to run that fade, run the fade with Devin Haney.
AMG in Cleveland with all these potholes.
You gonna give him the fight next, coach?
Oh, you
man, run the fade, man. Run the fade. Tiger, he got an opportunity to capitalize off of this. In more ways.
Let me ask you a quick question. Is it just
Man,
me?
he was just on Pro Box. We got to keep it 1,000, man. This nigga just came off of Pro Box. He not about to fight no Devin Haney.
He's still top ranked. Top rank's putting their fighters out. Everybody. So
he worked for Top Fighters have to pay promotional fees to Top Rank.
Top Rank.
Like I said, he ain't no position to fight no Devin Haney.
Well, I guess Usman was in a position to fight Boots. So I don't know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I said, the name recognition is going out the window, bro.
Bud
That
fought
Because
nigga.
Amnesia
because
when he
the
was
big
number
name
8.
fighters aren't putting
I
on.
mean, I think they
The
got
big
David
name fighters are
Avocado
not
right out the
performing.
doggone Greek restaurant to fight Boots. I mean, to
Yeah,
fight
David
Bud.
Evanesian was number 8 when Bud fought
Now,
him. So these dudes can fight whoever the heck they want to.
now that's what I'm saying. No, it's never been that way. Not for Devin Haney. Devin Haney been champion for about 7, 8 years. It's the Shakur's getting to that point. These
Oh my
dudes
God.
can't just fight everybody. When after Devin fought Brian Norman, people was crying and complaining, talking about he was too
If,
inexperienced. Hold on, coach.
if Muhammad Ali
Hold on,
fought Joe
coach.
Buckner, why can't he
They
fight
was saying
everybody?
he was too inexperienced. So these dudes just can't fight anybody. These dudes got to
And they
prove themselves. Like Tio,
bull jump.
Shakur had to fight Tio to prove himself. Shakur is
I,
now gonna have to fight Devin Haney. He can't go fight no one-time champion
I
or
disagree,
somebody that
bro.
just came on the
I,
scene.
I disagree. If that's
And
the
he can
case,
do what he want, bro.
you might as well just fight the 4 people who quote unquote the people say are the best and retire, because at some point in time you're gonna have some Joe Buckners in there. You're gonna have some Chuck Wepners on your resume. It is what it is, brother. You can't fight elite fighter after elite fighter. There ain't that many. There's not that many. So at some
His
point in
pri-
time, yeah, you're
coach,
gonna fight an
this
off
is
brand
prize
guy.
fighting. And Turkey is playing kingmaker, man. He wants
Nah,
somebody.
bro.
That's why he
You
had Devin Haney there to get into the ring to fight the Shakur Tio winner. He wants to have a king of the hill. Shakur will be a 5 division champion
why didn't Shakur call out Devin Haney?
because he want Devin on a rehydration clause. They still got to
Come on,
negotiate
bro.
that fight.
Now Keyshawn said that he wanted Devin Haney. Bill Haney said that he will allow Keyshawn to fight Devin Haney if he went out there and took care of business. They had a long discussion about it. They shook hands on it. So that may be something that we getting ready to see.
Coach, that's all well and good. In a sense, whoever Devin want to fight, right? But we talking about Shakur, man. We talking about uh going to have all 3 titles, being the number 1 fighter at 135, 140, and 147 simultaneously. The WBC at 135,
You can't do that.
lineal
You can't be the
140,
number one
and
guy at
beating the
all three
number
divisions.
and beating the number 1 guy at
No.
147.
Now see
Come on, man.
that's my problem with the generation in
That's
these
Henry
three.
Armstrong level.
No, that's not a Henry
Let Shakur
Armstrong.
dare to be
No,
great.
that's not a Henry Armstrong. He's not clearing out the division. You can't fight one person and declare yourself the best in the division. That's bull crap, bro. You can't do that. You can't beat T.O. and say I'm the best guy at 140. You hadn't fought
Hold
everybody at
on, hold on, hold
140.
on.
What are you
So
talking
hold
about?
on.
That's
So
part
what's
of the
the point of
smoking.
this
That's part of
lineal
the
status then?
fugazi, brother. That's
Yeah, but coach,
fugazi
you know that
thinking right there,
you
man.
do know that now he's a WBO. He could request to be the mandatory to Devin because he's in the WBO welterweight. As a
Yeah, and I understand that.
WBO
I understand,
lightweight,
but
he could request it if
my
he.
thing is, I guess it's like a misconception that people think just because you beat one guy that you automatically beat everybody else, and that's just not true.
No,
It's
you're right.
not.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, you're right.
But that's how people are acting. They like, oh, Shakur beat T.O. He's the best at 140. No, you're not. You hadn't fought Gary and I'm from the show me state. Go fight the rest of them guys and then come back and talk to me.
No,
You clean the division up, then come back and talk to me. Then I give you your credit. Right now, you beat one guy at 140. That's it. You're not the best because you hadn't beat him yet.
no,
I
I
don't
agree.
care.
They did the same thing with Devin. So here's a good question: who did it better? Who went up to 140 and fought
I
the
got you on
better
that,
guy
coach.
and did it
Oh,
better?
let me
Devin Haney against Regis, or Shakur against Teofimo?
I think both. I think Regis was so washed that he's more washed than T.O. So I think Shakur probably did it better because, like I say, Regis program, he was a shell of himself. He was clearly past it. He was what 35, 36 years old, if I remember correctly. At least T.O. was still under the age of 30, so I give Shakur a little bit more credit.
I agree with that because Regis, the performance before that, he fought that guy Zerto, and he got dropped in that fight. And then Tio's previous opponent, Barboza, he looked phenomenal in that fight. So I'd agree.
Hey,
Yeah,
TD, what do you want to see from Shakur next, TD?
I mean, two things. I mean, I want to see the guys fight the top guys, right? So I would love him to move up and see if he could get the fight with Devin. I would love it. But if not, maybe try to fight one of the champions at 140. But the number one guy in the WBO is actually Keyshawn now. So he's not going to fight him, So fight one of the better guys at 140, or if you're really gonna go back to 135, give my man Oshaki Foster a fight. I would love to see that fight. I think he beats Oshaki, but I want to see it because I like Oshaki Foster. But those are to me the two options. Well, the three options, right? Or try to get the fight with Devin. But try to make a good fight. I don't want to see him fight like, I don't know. I mean, if he fights Dalton Smith, I guess that's a unification. But you know what I mean. I want to see him fight the top guys already.
See, I don't have a problem with him fighting these guys because that's the path you have to take to be undisputed. And right now, I think Shakur is at a weight class that he can stay at. He couldn't become undisputed at 126 because he was too big. He couldn't stay there. He had to move up. He couldn't stay at 130 and unify because to become undisputed, he was too big. He's at a weight division that he can stay at, and he can become an undisputed champion at 140. Let's do that. Yeah, all this hopping around weight classes. I mean, I understand the business part of it and all this stuff. Fine, get your money, but at the end of the day, you can fool some of the people, but you ain't gonna fool me. I know exactly what you're doing. If you want to be like your big brother, Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford went and collected all those belts. No matter who had it, he went and got it. So just because you don't like the guy who has the belt, hey, go over there and knock him off then. All that's going to do just boost your profile in the long run because now you can add to your list of accomplishments that I'm an undisputed champion, not just a champion. There's so many belts out there. I don't consider you just the champion till you collect all of them. Go get them all. I mean, T.O., he was a ring champion, but look, you see what happened to him? He been ducking a lot of smoke too. T.O. been ducking smoke for years. So I would like to see Shakur become undisputed at 140. Clean the division up and then carry on.
Yeah, I think it's easy to make too because Dalton Smith is a matchroom guy, right?
Yeah.
Who's the other guy? Then you got Hitchens is the wild card because Hitchens don't fight anybody. And then Gary Antoine's got a fight which some people say he could lose against this Japanese guy. So I mean, they're there to be made. You know what I'm saying? I think I would love to see Gary Antoine, if he wins, to be more active and fight in another 4 or 5 months rather than another year, because he fights once a year. Literally once a year.
What you think about Oscar Duarte versus Hitchens?
I like that fight.
Yeah, the winner of that. But Hitchens, that's what I'm saying. I would love to see him fight Hitchens. That's a great fight. But Hitchens already 2 title defenses. I mean, well, he didn't complete the second one against Duarte, but 2 guys we didn't ask for. He fought Cambosis. Nobody asked for that. And now
I like the Duarte fight, though. Duarte a tough competitor.
He is, but yeah, but
you don't think because he beat Kenny Sims, or you think he got a gift?
Duarte, that was a close fight. I thought he won. I thought he won the fight.
Yeah,
that was a good win for him. I thought he won.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't think that Devin's gonna get I don't think Shakur's gonna get the Devin fight because it depends on the outcome of the Ryan Garcia Barrios fight. If Ryan Garcia wins that fight against Barrios, you already know that's the next fight right there. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. So there's no reason sitting there waiting around on Devin Haney when you're not gonna get that fight anyway, because that's gonna be the order of business right there. What's the bigger fight, Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, or Ryan Garcia versus Shakur? Yeah. I'm talking Devin Haney versus Shakur. I think the bigger fight is the rematch. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia.
But I don't think Devin wants to wait. I think he wants to take an in-between fight because he'll have to wait. He have to wait till that fight is over, and then barring any cuts or injuries or whatever, let's say Ryan wins, wins the earliest that Ryan can make the fight. Devin
probably summertime, probably. Yeah. I think they can. If everything goes well, they can make that fight in the summertime.
It's going to be July, August. Like you said, Devin was going to be back in August.
Yeah, that would make sense. But the way these guys are
Shakur's not an in-between fight.
Nah, that's a big fight.
Yeah, Shakur's not an in-between fight. That's a fight that requires a little bit of build-up.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, man,
they're gonna move around. So hold on. So Conor Bennett's gonna steal one of the fights. Either he's gonna take Ryan or he's gonna take Shakur, and Devin is gonna get the other one. That's how it's looking right now.
I mean, ideal. It makes sense if he took Shakur, right? Because supposedly he's waiting for the winner of Ryan and Barrios because he actually has the first.
But let me say this though, they wouldn't have anything on the line, TD. So it makes more sense that all right. So everybody's gonna wait till after Ryan Barrios. Let's say Ryan wins. Now Conor Benn is in the #1 position, but Devin is a unification. So that's why I think they are pushing to have Shakur Benn, because it makes sense for the Devin Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm just like when I'm thinking about it, breaking it down.
But I just hope Barrios wins and messes everything up.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think Eddie Hearns is going to do. In Conor Ben and Shakur, aren't they matchroom fighters on the Eddie Hearns
Yes.
umbrella?
Yes.
Yeah.
That fight not going to happen. It ain't going to happen.
But Dalton Smith is with Matchroom too.
But he's expendable.
But they're gonna give Dalton Smith a layup in Sheffield. They're gonna let him get a like a home cooking fight first.
At 147, he got to beat somebody in the top 15. He got to go down the list. Hold on, what belt is he?
No, I'm talking about
He has to fight Puello.
unification for Shakur and Dalton Smith. I don't think that happens because I think they're gonna give Dalton Smith a layup.
No, he can't get a layup. Not with the WBC title because they Puello is right there as the mandatory number one.
Yeah, I know, but unless they put Puello, but whoever it is going to be in Sheffield. That's going to be in the UK, no doubt.
Yeah, I ain't mad at him, TD, but Puello's gonna beat him. That's what I'm saying.
That's an interesting fight. I got Dalton in that one, but it is a good fight. Puello's good. I thought Puello beat Matias. So,
man, Puello is a hell of a boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, Rolly is in the mix. You right, Carrier. We got to think about Rolly.
Rolly don't want to fight anybody.
He's in that Giasov situation. He's in that Giasov mandatory situation. So he may have to either fight Giasov or relinquish the belt. But I think he's gonna
That's
fight
a good
him.
fight.
Giasov Rolly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Giasov beating Rolly.
Yeah, I think I might pick him too.
So I hope they do make that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Shakur go back down to 135, who he gonna fight? With Kid Austin, Abdullah Mason? I mean, who's he gonna fight at 135?
I mean, I'm selfish and greedy. I would love him to fight O'Shaquie Foster. I mean, but
O'Shaquie, he's a small guy. He's like really 130. He just can't. I think he's going back to 130.
But it'll be a good chess match. I think it'll be a good fight. And O'Shaquie can punch. So
yeah, like even with the Conor Ben Shakur fight, yeah, Shakur be favored in that fight. But Conor Ben, he's a rough customer, and he's a big guy. And Shakur definitely be moving up. He'd be fighting a bigger guy. And I don't know how the weight cut will affect Conor Ben. He hadn't fought at 147 in a very long time. So he could be like skin and bones if he goes down there. Because he just fought at 160, right? Right.
Yeah.
He's talking about dropping down to 147. He may be putting himself at a huge disadvantage, having to cut that weight down and then put a rehydration clause on him on top of that. He probably not going to be 100%. He's probably a 154-pound fighter, to be honest, man.
I think so.
Conor Ben, he may not be a 147-pound fighter anymore.
Yeah, the last two fights before the Eubanks fights were catch weight, so technically 154 weight class, right? Because it was above 147. So he fought Pete Dobson, that was at a catch weight, and he fought somebody before Pete Dobson. The fight, it was in Orlando. I can't remember who it was, but that was at a catch weight too.
Yeah. I would just let Shakur just handle business at 140. I wouldn't even sweat the fight unless everything was in my favor. I'm definitely not putting a rehydration clause on myself because I'm already coming down 13 pounds anyway. So I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just say Shakur to handle business at 140. A lot of smoke there, a lot of good fights to be made. You can become an undisputed champion right there at 140. You want to, join your mentors. Like you want to be like Bud Crawford. Hey, there you go. Become undisputed at 140. Make history.
1,000%. I'm over here. I'm watching this. The different angles of what happened with Tiger in the brawl, and like y'all saying, it was two different incidents. And multiple people hit and kicked Tiger both times, I feel like. So he had a bruise on his eye after the first incident, and it escalated again. I seen even Bud was around. Like a lot of people was around. I see Jahad Tucker that was around. And TD, was you at the weigh? Was you at it when this wasn't the weigh-in? This was a
No,
press
I wasn't
conference, right?
there. It was the weigh-in. Yeah, I wasn't there.
This was the weigh-in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jahai Tucker was right there. That was fun. That video was kind of funny when you see Jahai Tucker kind of like look
Yeah,
and walk away.
right. He was like, "Oh, stop!" While they was kicking in the background, like he
Yeah,
stayed out of it. But
a learning
Yeah, yeah,
experience for
you
everybody.
got
You
to,
know,
man. Cause somebody could have pulled out some fire at that particular time. You know what I mean? Somebody could have up the ante a little bit.
yeah,
So now you got strays going everywhere. You know, and the thing they don't have no name on them either, man. So
yeah, but
that's why I think
they
they're
all
gonna.
get they got to go through metal detectors in the garden there. The security is
Oh, okay.
pretty top notch. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's pretty. That's what I'm saying about being a professional. Like they all get patted down. They all got to go through to metal detectors. Everybody, security, fighters, everybody has to go through it to get in. So they all, nobody's allowed with anything inside. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like, when you have a bunch of people, then that's your weapon right there. You know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't really be allowed to have so many people in an entourage, in my opinion, right? So because listen, we've seen it back in the day too. Zab Judah used to have a big crew all the time with him. Like for what? But he used to, but
damn. So they end up getting down with Tiger and Bill end up getting down. I see, because Bill was pretty much like he was down there with Tiger. The whole Tiger down there was hitting him.
yeah.
Yeah,
And there's no commissioner to hand out any fines or anything. Like this is the NFL or NBA action. Everybody's getting fined for the process.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody involved, your pay is getting docked. 75,000, 100,000, whatever the case may be, you getting docked. There's no commissioner here, so it's just like wild west.
Well, see, Bill got roughed up a little bit too. That's what I'm saying. This is not good for nobody.
I mean,
Uh,
you can even take Conor Ben. Remember, he got not Conor Ben, but Conor McGregor when he was doing all that extracurricular stuff. That fool wound up having to shell out a bunch of money, man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think he shattered some glass or something on one dude, and then even when he was in the bar, he hit some dude over the head with a beer mug.
what you talking about,
Busted the
Conor
beer mug
McGregor?
over some dude's head, so he had to pay for that too. Yeah,
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor, he was an idiot, man. He was a
Yeah, but
crash out.
he injured fighters, bro. He threw something at the bus window, and it broke the window, and glass got into people's eyes and stuff. And like he should have been arrested, and he should have done time.
Yeah, he had to pay. He paid a lot of money for
Yeah.
that, man.
Look at AC talking about Tiger need an entourage. Yeah, everybody need an entourage shit when you move around. Yeah, or listen, or you gonna have to move you gonna have to tread lightly when you move around. But even then, you can't avoid everything. But some of this stuff, like they took Tiger out kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm over here watching this video. It's not a good look. It's not a good look right here. So yeah, so that's what I think they said that the district attorney's gonna pick it up. Interesting.
Oh yeah, and the ambulance chaser love stuff like this because a lot of times these type of melees, man, you wind up with people getting broken arms and broken legs, teeth getting knocked out, concussions, all that stuff happen. Even the innocent people just walking by, or I got caught up, in the melee, and I got my leg broke or something like that. I'm
Hey, you
serious.
said so you could not get hit with no punches, just bang your head up against the wall and be like, Bill Haney and Devin punch.
Hey, it happens all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? They say, man, even that stuff with Keyshawn, you see all that stuff that happened with them. So
Well,
that's
that
why
was
they really.
and listen, they kind of went under the radar, but now here got a fight with Frank Martin on ring and Keyshawn fighting on ring, so that kind of was I think no harm, no foul. I don't know if they paid not here on no money or whatever, but I know there was no charges filed with Norfolk PD, you know, so that was a good thing. And I hear Auburn, he pretty much got out of town. Now, this situation, it looked like Tiger took some damage. So I'm pretty sure they was his team probably even requested to go ahead and file something so they can have something on record. Because he probably had to go to the hospital and everything. So this is more of a big deal. Can y'all hear me? Shower, you in here?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Well, we didn't turn back into it, but I was over here watching it. But
Yeah, y'all was talking about fights, but I had to put my grandbaby down for a minute.
Now, just speaking of fights, right? So let's pivot. Before we end the show, I wanna talk about 154. Shower, talk to us real quick. Who's the top person after you seen Xander become unified this weekend? Who do you see as the top at 154? And what do you think about this Sebastian versus Thurman fight coming up March 28th?
I guess as it stands, the top guy would have to be now Xander. It could have been Fundora had he not dropped that belt for Xander to ever pick up. But I say the top guy, Xander. What do I think about? I still think it's crazy. I don't know. I maybe I'm just not ready to see Keith Thurman and Fundora. Of course, I'm gonna watch it, but I don't really have no thoughts about it. I hope Keith don't get hurt. I mean, they just keep putting the thing off to. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. And anyway, I think Xander may be moving up, y'all. So keep an eye out for that. Because the lady clearly said, and we all saw, he looked like a heavyweight before the fight. And she said he had a hard time making weight. So I think now that he's just unified, we just got to watch to see if he's going to stay at 154. That's it.
Yeah, he's a big kid. With Sebastian Fundora, man, I don't like how he moved. He moved weak, and he's always fighting. I don't know, man. He just that dude. Well, Keith Thurman fight. What is this all about? You got all these champions out here, and you gonna pull this? I mean, shout out to Keith for getting the payday. I hope Keith win. Actually, to be honest, man. Because I don't like Sebastian Fundora. It's not like he always picking on somebody or something, man. Just fighting these guys at these nothing fights. We should be fighting the other champions. Xander wants to fight him, but he acting like he don't even know who Xander is.
It's the PBC
like
way.
The Keith Thurman fight. It's like I would rather see him fight Jamel Charlo than Keith Thurman. Like Keith Thurman, man, hey, like I said, shout out to Keith for getting the payday. I hope he win the fight. I hope he does the unthinkable. I don't see Keith winning. He does have a puncher's chance, if he can land that one shot, kind of do what Mendoza done, land that perfect punch on the chin or something like that. Because one thing about Sebastian, he is there to get hit. He's not a defensive wizard by no means. So you can definitely clip him. But does Keith have enough power to put the man down? We'll see. Xander and what's his name? The German fella, I forget his name, but that was a good fight. They did an excellent fight together. They put on a good fight. So I enjoy watching that fight. Josh Kelly, man, that fool ran all night. Yeah, he stole the belt. He did. He won the fight, but it was like they stole it. He stole it from him. Just kind of moved. He excessive. He moved a lot. Yeah. I mean, if people say William Score ran, that was a track meet right there, brother. Because that dude ran all night long, nonstop moving, side to side movement. Like I said, there been any other fighter that they don't like, they would have put the runner's jacket on him. I don't see too many people calling Kelly a runner right now, when he was definitely doing a lot of running, a lot of moving, quote unquote. That was excessive.
He was holding too.
He stole that fight. In my opinion. He did a great job.
Right fight in the right country, because anywhere else he's not. They're not letting that rock.
Nah, man. Yeah, he stole the fight, man. Yeah.
He did well in the first half of the fight, though. I give him credit, but he was running a little bit too much, and he was holding too. But especially in the second half of the fight.
Well, what I looked at like around 7 or 8. It's like he didn't throw it. He didn't throw that many punches.
Yeah.
You go look at the total amount of punches that were thrown in that fight with him. It was very, very low, super low.
Talking about Josh.
He did a lot of running, a lot of moving, like if it been anybody else, they would have been on his helmet.
I said that he could win. I thought he could win. I thought it would be in a different manner. I thought maybe he would be more in and out. Again, really turning him. I was a little shocked too that he was. I'm gonna say moving laterally around the perimeter of the ring. It was, and then not getting called for knockdown. at the end, and I think it was one more other time, right? Like 2 knockdowns he didn't get called on. But I do know too they didn't want Baki as no champion because they were having such a hard time getting fights for him. So
Hey, now check this out. This fool Kelly threw 202 punches the entire fight and landed 75.
wow.
The other guy threw 444 punches and landed 93. Both of them had scored knockdown. Tell me how the heck this man won this fight. 200, 200 do 200 divided by 12. That's averaging like what? Maybe 17 or 18 punches a round. It's not averaging 20 punches a round because that would be 240. So this dude was averaging 17 punches a round and won. And you took a strap off a champion with that performance.
Telling they didn't want Bakram as no champion. That's why he was the B-side. That's why they took him over there so they could give that belt away.
Oh yeah.
And now that man talking about going down to 47. I don't know what y'all think about that, but he already looked smaller, like more drained to me than he has in other fights we've seen him in. I really can't see Baki at 47, but hey, these dudes are doing all kind of stuff in the game. What do you mean, who is they?
Yeah, Josh Kelly,
the powers that be, the people that are over box, they don't. The people with the money who pay to put people in rankings and ensure that fighters can or can't get a shot. People like Eddie and whoever else is running stuff behind the scenes. They had a hard time getting fights for Bakram. Especially, Kathy Duva's his manager, I believe, right? I don't know why you mess with me, Carrier.
Yeah.
Main events.
Main events, Kathy Duva. And yeah, you're right, because that fight was Matchroom, who was worked with Josh Kelly, so they definitely favored him and they wanted him to win. I was watching the fight and I made a little bit of money on Josh Kelly live. I didn't bet on him pre-fight, but I mean, he won that fight by the skin of his teeth. I mean, that was a close fight.
I mean, really, Bakram didn't look so good either, but I guess we could chalk that up to rust or something, right?
Nah, but he was I like Josh Kelly fought pretty much a perfect fight on his hold on, let me say that. Maybe not perfect, but I'm based on the monster that he had in front of him, right? Like I'm calculating who he had in front of him.
Yeah, it was calculated.
Yeah, and he was really he really had to navigate that fight. He almost didn't make it out of the fight.
I agree.
That's why I was kind of so impressed with him.
But he didn't beat him B3. That's what I'm saying. He didn't beat that guy, man.
But I maybe scored it a draw. I'll probably have to rewatch it, right? I had it. It was close.
I mean, how can you be the champion in that manner? This man threw 200 punches in a 12-round fight.
And
landed significantly less than the other guy.
Hold on. Significantly less 18 punches. That's what I'm saying. That's what they said with the Haney Loma. You can have a one round where you dominated a round. You maybe landed 25, 30 punches, and the other person landed 5. That's one round. We got to score round by round.
And we don't take punches into account. That's just comfy box. Like that doesn't actually go into.
No, but I'm talking about the thrown punches, not landed, not thrown.
Yeah, but
thrown punches is not far off.
Hold on, we got to
I didn't say landed. I said thrown. This man threw 202 punches.
Yeah, that's not on the scoring criteria. All I'm saying is this: you can be throwing and missing, and I got to score good defense, right? Bro, I got to score Josh Kelly.
If you're not doing anything,
punches, right?
If you're not doing anything, how can I award you the round when you're running the majority of the round? And you're averaging 17, 18 punches a round. How can I score that?
Yeah, but if out of those 17 and 18, you land in a good combination.
He didn't land nothing, man. This dude landed
coach.
This dude landed 70 punches in a 12-round fight. What are you talking about, man?
He had that flash knockdown in the second round or something, right?
And
I
he
mean,
got dropped. Kelly got dropped. He almost got stopped. What are you
got
talking about,
dropped.
man?
Now hold on. That's what I'm saying, Coach. Pre-fight, everybody said Kelly was gonna get beat, stopped, and all this other stuff. None
Man,
of
the
that
man didn't
happened.
win the fight, brother. The
And
man
he
didn't
fought,
win,
and he
man.
fought life and death with the guy, and he edged him out.
That man ran, dog. I don't
All
know
I'm
why
gonna
you sit there
say,
taking up for this dude, man. The dude ran. If that would have been
He
Devin
made me
Haney,
a couple of
they would have
dollars,
said the,
Coach.
they would have said the man ran, bro. If
it's
that had
not
been
the first
Shakur, they would
time
have
we've
said the
seen a
man
gift.
ran,
They
dog.
did not want Bakram as the champion. That's why they brought him over there. So I'm saying it's wrong, but it's not a first. We've seen this before. We've seen
Yeah,
this song.
that man ran, brother. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. If that was Shakur, they would have said this man ran all night long.
Hold on, what?
That man,
What's the argument now?
no, Josh Kelly, he ran all night long, man. He ran the whole fight.
Oh
He
yeah, I heard he boxed though. I didn't watch the fight, so I can't
Man, he
say.
stole the fight. He stole the fight from that dude, man.
He
That
was
dude, look,
Hey
the
guys,
man threw 200 punches in a 12-round fight. That's how many punches he threw. That's less than seven. That's 11. How you win a fight running all night long and throwing 200 punches in a whole fight? How do you win that fight? And the other guy, he doubled your output. This dude, Bachman, I mean, whatever name, Murder Mazzali is, I can't even pronounce the dude's name. The dude threw 444 punches. He threw 244 punches more than you, and outlanded you by 20. And outlanded you by 25 punches. How do you win a fight like that? And I'm the champ. And I topped you too. It's
Coach,
crazy.
where's the accountability though for Bakram not cutting off the ring and trapping him?
Hey,
I
the
mean,
man, yeah,
at the end of the day, it was a calculated fight in the respect that
that's Tom and Jerry though. I don't see nobody protesting. I don't
okay.
see nobody up in
Here's the
arm
thing.
like when they went up in arm. They was up in arm when Devin Haney did it. Ain't nobody up in arm when this
I
guy
agree
did it.
with you, but another fight played out almost the same way this weekend with what's his name, Xander and what's his face, and Abbas. Only difference is Xander was throwing his hands. It was still the same lateral movement. So you could say he was running, but he actually fought in it and as well. Shout out to Abbas for actually trying to cut off the ring.
Xander was boxing. This dude was running. This dude was running. This dude was moving and grooving.
real quick, guys. I gotta go. I didn't want to just pop off without saying goodbye. So you guys
Appreciate
have a good
you,
night.
TD.
Thank you for letting me come up.
You want to me, TD?
Shower and just as one. What?
You want to?
Okay, I wanted to say good night. And yes, Bakram was running. Peace out, guys. You guys have a good one.
Peace, TD.
Yeah, nah, I don't know. I think I gotta watch the fight, so I'll let y'all know tomorrow. So, but yeah, I gotta watch the fight.
Oh yeah,
he was
put it like this. You watch William Score. They said William Score was running. This dude moved around 10 times more than William Score.
William Score was getting beat down. Well, you talking about
no, I'm talking when he fought Canelo. They said he was running.
Yeah.
Now this dude right here, I know running when I see it. This man ran all night long.
He was on the go. He was on the go.
He ran all night. That was crazy.
But what he would do is come in, smother, punch a little bit, and then he'd be on the go again. But I'm with Bella. I'm just gonna call it lateral movement. He didn't turn his back on.
Was he landing? The question is, was he landing hard shots though? Like, was he like
Josh Kelly? Yes.
Let's say
the dude would land 2 or 3 punches.
Hold on, coach. So when I'm saying it like this, and I'm not comparing performances. So we all remember what the Oscar De La Hoya versus Floyd fight was. Oscar threw a lot of punches, but the eye-popping shots came out of Floyd's side. Was it something like that? Was he throwing like hard shots and snapping dude head back and he was just moving, he was in his legs and shit? Or was it he would tap and be out?
He would smother and then he would punch on the inside and then he would be on the go again. I wouldn't say they were like super hard shots, but they wasn't no pity pats either. How about that?
Okay. I mean, okay.
He had the crowd cheering. Every time he landed,
at home though, B3. He's at home. They gonna cheer for anything.
Yeah, but even if it's like, 'cause again, we're watching it on TV. We're not really there. Like, it's difference between being there and actually watching the shots that are actually landing versus the shots that are being thrown, and we're saying, oh, well, this guy, he's throwing more, and he's landing more. Yeah, he can be throwing more and landing more, but the effective shots can be coming from Josh Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Understandably, I know he got knocked down, whatever the case may be, but he did recover and get a knockdown himself. So I know that for a fact that happened. But it's got to be clean, effective punching. If it's not clean, effective punching on Bakram's side, you wasn't really gonna get the win, no matter what. Because again, you're on his turf, won, and he survived. You're supposed to be the killer, so you wasn't gonna get that from the get. You wasn't gonna get the decision. Just from the get, you wasn't gonna get this decision. So just for him having some type of success and then having, a knockdown, he was gonna eventually just lose the fight. Just off of that basis. But even if the case may be, if he was just moving, using his legs, and then catching them with hard shots, then yeah, I could see it, but I would have to watch the fight and really tell you, like, yo, he won the fight or he really actually lost the fight.
Nice try. Let me just say this real quick. Nice try, Carrier. Caleb is a slick white fighter, similar to Lomachenko, but Caleb just has an American style.
Y'all better quit hating on these white boots dudes.
Yeah, Josh Kelly got the job done.
I'm not mad at Josh. I mean,
how did you score it, Shower?
I know. I don't even think I scored that one. I just watched it. I didn't score it. Do I feel like Josh won? Maybe I'm with B3. I kind of maybe would say it was a draw because at the end there he was getting taxed. He was getting taxed, and he did not get counted for 2 knockdowns. So, but I still say it was a calculated fight. He had a game plan.
Because we can say, the 2 knockdowns can matter, but we forget, Pacquiao knocked down Marquez 3 times in the first round, and then really did nothing for the rest of the fight. I mean, did something, but they really did nothing for the rest of the fight.
Man, I got vertigo looking at that fight, man. That man moved around so much, I got dizzy, bro.
They should have counted the knockdowns. But I mean, at the end of the day, for me, I knew going into the fight they did not want Bakram as the champion. That's why he's the B-side. That's why they took him over there. They wanted to take that belt off of him, you guys. So it's just like that. We know it's corrupt. I don't have an issue, I guess, with it.
I mean, we gotta remember though, Bakram is one of the most inactive people. Like he'll go years without fighting sometimes. It's like,
exactly.
You gotta kind of somehow.
It's not his fault he couldn't get no smoke.
It's not. It's not. But
it's not even him getting some smoke. I promise you, it's not even him getting no smoke. It's him taking step aside money. Like literally, reason why he got the Tim Tszyu. The reason why he got the Tim Tszyu fight was because Tim Tszyu really ain't had nobody else to fight. But if the case may have been, he would have took step aside money for whatever the case may be. Because he's been doing that for years now, literally for years now. Because I think he was Mel's mandatory for whatever belt it was for a while, and he took step aside money just because he can. It's just like he's not active enough. That's just what it is.
You know,
he's just never really active enough.
I'm watching it now again.
I'm not throwing Bakram away, but I'm just saying, like, it's just you're not active. That's ring.
I want Bakram versus Boa.
Hey, I don't think I think Bakram said he wanted to move down though, and he said for the specific fact that he's not getting fights at 54, and he can make the weight. I don't know about all that. I'm gonna say this though. I'm looking at the fight again. Actually, Josh was not on the go all the time. I'm looking in the 8th round. Josh is standing in front of him and punching. He's on the back foot, but he's actually punching. He's working. So
yeah, I thought Josh did a hell of a job.
Yeah, I mean, it was really a calculated fight.
So it's a what you like type of fight. Like if you like the boxing and using your legs a little bit, and
he's definitely using his legs all fight.
I love that shit.
Say that for sure.
Shakur put on. Listen, Shakur, man. I didn't care what happened after Big Baby lost his hair. Everything after that was icing on the cake, for sure. But Shakur's performance was phenomenal, man.
Yeah, that was crazy though. Him losing his hair, like, oh, he lost his hair. I was like, how?
Bro, we was laughing for 10 minutes. It was hilarious. Seeing that live was crazy.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. That's when I wrote you that, like, when Keyshawn and him were fighting, that's when, like, even when the Keyshawn, because I was impressed with Keyshawn's performance. I was like, oh, Keyshawn had the best performance of the night. But
Damn right.
just to, like, and that's when I texted you, I was like, yo, this is belt to ass. And I said it to you, it's gonna be belt to ass. It's not gonna look pretty. It's just, you can tell, bro. Like, you can tell, bro. Like, these dudes, all these dudes that box like this, bro. Like, you're a high level boxer. You don't really have to throw a lot. Like, you know how to pick your shots. You don't really have to throw it. Like, make something, like, use the boxing ring. Know your high Q. Like, you don't have to throw a lot. I don't know what Josh Kelly did. Again, we're gonna repeat it. I didn't watch the fight. I'm gonna go home and watch the fight today.
He boxed.
I'll let y'all know tomorrow.
He's boxing. I mean, there's points where he's just moving, but he would still stop and throw an uppercut. He would stop and throw a jab. He would return fire. But I just want to be clear about something. I've been saying for over a year that Bakram is not a boogeyman. To be honest, I expected Josh to actually press him, because that's the way I've been saying you beat Baki, because he does not have good lateral and he's not good on the back foot. So I said if Josh can press him but be defensive at the same time and turn him, he could beat Bakram. If you get up in Bakram's face, he has a problem with that, because you're taking him off of his, you know what I mean, his feet. He does not have good feet at all. But the way he did it, I can't knock him. He actually just boxed circles around the man. He's actually fighting.
Yeah, he did a hell of a job. We about to get out of here for the day. We got Nick Ball versus Figueroa this weekend.
Yo, who y'all got for that? Hold on, I gotta ask you who y'all got, because I'm gonna make my pick today.
Ball.
Yeah, I haven't liked how Fig has been looking.
Hold on, I never said Bakram was through 2 points. I said his ass
But
was
this
gonna
is
get
gonna be
knocked
an
out by
interesting style. This is gonna be an interesting style for Nick Ball.
I don't know. I like Figueroa in this fight. I'm for Figueroa in this one.
If Figgy boxes and does not smother.
Huh?
You say you gonna take him to win? You gonna bet with him?
Yeah, I'll probably bet with him. Yeah, I'm probably throwing a bet with him.
Let me see what it is.
I want to see what the odds looking like. The odds looking like I can just throw $10 and win like $1,200. I'm throwing that shit in there.
Stop it. 10 to 112.
If Figgy boxes this man, he stands a chance. But Figueroa has a problem trying to get people to the ropes and just smothering his own work. So we know Ball is dirty. Ball ain't trying to deal with that. He's probably gonna try to keep in the center ring and bang out with him. So
I mean, but that too. Figgy like to fight though. Figgy like to fight. People forget Figgy really does like to fight though. Like, so
both of them do, I would say.
Yeah. So it's this is really a little closer from what they're saying. I understand why people are gonna pick like Ball, athletic, he hits super hard, like, and his work rate is stupid, ridiculous. But Figgy's work rate is crazy too. So you know, one of the few fighters that really throws a lot of punches every fight. So it's like.
Who's the last person Figueroa fought? It wasn't Castro.
It was Fulton.
Who?
It was Fulton.
No.
Yeah, he has a rest team.
That was his last fight.
I thought he fought somebody before that, yo.
Nah.
Or after that, I'm sorry.
Nah,
and I just want to say, I want to say to y'all that Figgy is plus 270 on the money line. If you take him by decision, plus 490. If you take him by TKO, KO, plus 650.
See, no, y'all. He fought Joet Gonzalez last.
And he got beat by Joet.
That's the point I make. I felt like Joet edged that fight.
He won.
Because they actually was banging in the center of the ring. And he wasn't totally smothering that time. Yeah, I remember him.
I gotta see what this is. I'll probably make a bet later on the night
Yeah, take your time with that Figgy fight. I'm not picking Figgy. I'm taking Nick Ball. But I like Figgy. It's just I know Joet, but Joet's a good boxer. That's nothing to mean that Figgy can't put it all together versus Nick. It's just that.
I remember Joet. Joet also is very, very slick, like in the inside too. He throws a lot of slick shots in the inside. So it's not like he a scrub.
Yeah, I think the point I'm just trying to make is that Figueroa, who generally smothers and tries to get his opponent up against the ropes, Joet kind of forced him to fight in the center of that ring. and they were boxing. They weren't. He wasn't smothering, and I feel like Joet edged it. If Ball could keep this man in the center ring and not get caught up on the ropes, even though we saw Fulton get caught up on the ropes and he still beat him, so I don't know. I
Yeah, but
just don't
man,
like Philly style.
it's a different type of fighter. That's two different type of fighters right there.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I don't know about this fight. This gonna be. You gotta watch this, cause Ball could possibly stop Figgy. Figgy might stop Ball. I don't know. This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, what time is this fight going on, bro? Because I know it's in the
It's gonna
UK.
be on Saturday. Yeah, in the UK. So they got it listed at 5:15 EST. So probably like around no later than 6, between 5 and 6. For the card, the card probably started about 12 p.m.
Right, right.
But the main event around 5:15, 5:30.
So I'm gonna need you to text me before they get in the ring. Watch this fight.
I'm sure I'll be on it. I'm sure I'll be watching this. The Zone, shout out to the Zone, man. The Zone got us locked in, but they coming through with good fights, good cards week after
They got
week.
us locked in.
Yeah, we locked in, man. 45 a month. They making sure they get that bread, but they got Frank under they got Frank Warren in Queensbury. So they doing the right thing. They got the ring events.
I don't know. I didn't even get it,
So
but
they
I'm gonna
got
see
the
if I just get
maximum
it
card.
myself for the 12 months. Like, why not? I'm gonna see why not. Yeah, you locked
It
in.
ain't
But it's
bad. They gonna get
$45.
man, save you the hassle.
Look, I'm out of here. Blessings
All
to
right,
you,
y'all.
B3
Blessings,
and
blessings,
Juan.
blessings.
Carrier, clean out your ears. Ain't nobody picking Figgy, not me.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, everybody. Appreciate all the love and support. Appreciate you, Juan. Listen, we definitely growing and building. We on the road to 4,100 on TikTok. We on the road to monetization at the end of February. Don't hesitate to bless your brother in the Cash App, the Zelle, the PayPal. Listen, we're definitely building. Hit my brother Juan up, man. Follow Just Ask Juan. Give us a like, give us a comment, follow, repost, and we gone, man. God bless. Let's
Blessings.
go green.